Good morning! My god! New Ace Attorney Day. Okay, technically... No, actually, no one's done that. Technically, I did an update, but I thought me hinting at it was enough. Like, I thought it was kinda... Well, regardless, it just meant that I was still gonna be streaming at today at the normal time. Just whatever I streamed was gonna be a little different. You can't be upset with me. I've been operating like an idiot since I got here. Hi, Ninja, welcome in. How you doing? I'm good. I'm actually a little tired. I don't know what. Okay, maybe I do know why. I went to sleep pretty late, but I'm a little sleepy, but I'm sure I'll wake up once I start talking, because basically I've been up, and I've just been, like, to myself all morning, so I don't really have an opportunity to be waking up, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for the pat there, thank you. But hey, Zara, like, now you know. Now you know that if I say anything with a maybe, it is probably a probably. I'm just happy to be here. I'm glad you're happy to be here. We're happy to have you. Oh, but yes, more Ace Attorney today. I'm trying to think of things. Okay, I had one thing, actually, I think I had to talk about quick before... What the fuck is my sister calling me? Must have been the wind. Okay, what was it? This is specifically to my Americans, okay? My American ghosts who may have bought something for me, okay?
Weird, buddy.
What the fuck?
You're weird.
No, I'm not. I was gonna send a DM, or not DM, I was gonna, like, basically add everyone in the Discord, last night, but I thought it was kind of late, so maybe I shouldn't do it last night and probably today after stream or something. But... as you know, Canada and the US have some fun stuff going on between, like, shipping stuff. You know. So I'm gonna have to manually print out.
I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
Damn, Irv. I am being punished by the freaking US and Canadian postal systems. Typically, whenever I do orders, I can just print them out from the website I use. I use Etsy, so I usually just print out my postal, labels from there. But, because that's not working right now, if anyone has ordered... anything on the shop, please send me your phone number. I need it for your package. Yeah, I need to put down a phone number, apparently, because Etsy doesn't need it, but if I do go through Canada Post, I do need your phone number on the package. So, if you're seeing this and you ordered something on Etsy, please, like, DM me through your, an order, okay? Please and thank you, so I can fix that, and I can send those out, because they're supposed to go out, I think on Monday. So, if you don't... I'm gonna have to, I don't know if I can put like a random number in there, but that apparently is the thing I need. I don't know, it's kind of annoying, because like what if you just don't have numbers from people, right? So it was saying I can't do it without phone numbers, and then I kind of don't want to put my phone number down on on packages for everybody. Hi, Irv. We're all getting punished by stupid government K-drama. I actually so about Lillith asking everyone to dox themselves. Yeah, sucks you have to go through those links. So it's actually, I'm not even gonna lie, I have talked to like some friends about it, but I was really excited to do the shipping and everything. Like, this is something I've done before, obviously. I've had like an art shop for a few years, so this has never been an issue before, but the little mental gymnastics I've had to do to make all this work, it's specifically with anything going to the US. If you're international, like, it's fine. I don't have any issues there because the Etsy has no problem printing postal labels for anywhere else but the US right now because of the whole tariff situation. So I'm fine with everyone else. Everyone else, you're good. But if you're an American who ordered something from me, I might need your phone number, or else I'm gonna put a random one down, but I don't want it to become an issue if your package doesn't get to your house and you have to go to pick it up from the post office or something. Yeah, it's been a learning curve, I'm not gonna lie. Ugh, learning how to prepay tariffs and whatnot. Anyways, that is like, ads in a minute, by the way. How do you feel about the whole Discord ID? Oh, I've heard. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, on one hand, I understand, like, I guess I haven't really looked into it, so I'm just seeing what I'm hearing from other people talking about it. Like, I kind of understand what they're saying about, like, minor safety, like, safety for minors on Discord and whatnot, and that makes sense. But, like, I don't know how I feel about uploading ID and stuff. Like, let's face it, every, like, few months, there's always, a security breach in something, so I don't know how I feel about all that. You know? Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, if they were gonna tell me, like, yeah, 100% your information will be secure and whatnot, like, maybe even for the greater good, but also in this day and age of, like, hearing what things have been happening, I don't really feel comfortable giving out my information like that anymore. Although Google already has everything, so what should I say? What can I even say? You know? Discord has a data breach every other day. They lie like... That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I don't know. Are you guys sure about this? I don't know. This is the move. I don't think this is the move, guys. The whole system is destined to be a catastrophe, especially with the recent data leak. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even keep up, like, that much with, like, the whatever's going on with Discord. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I did not use Discord until, like, 2 years ago when I started streaming. Like, I was avoiding making a Discord account until I couldn't avoid making a Discord account, you know, because, like, it helps with collabs and, like, you know, keeping up with people online and whatnot. So I didn't really, like, know all this, but, like, being on the thing for, like, 2 years now, and then, like, having a server, and then, like, you know, that's, like, the primary way I keep in touch with, like, half my friends. This is not great. It's like how a lot of people also deleted TikTok, like, recently, too, after, like, some of that stuff started coming out, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just, I don't know. Internet's becoming a more difficult place day by day. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Dawn! How are you? Also, I forgot to do shoutouts. My bad. Hold on, my brain's fuzzy. I'm sleepy. Done. Apparently their AI is listening and reading everything no matter where on the site you are. That's how their age thing is going... the chat scrolled. That's how their age thing is going to assume stuff? Like, you're saying on Discord or, like, even, like, your web browser? That's messy. That's a little messy. But it's, like, it's also that thing. You guys remember in the beginning of the year when Discord did its, like, whatever, it's like the equivalent of Spotify Wrapped for itself, and then everyone was like, oh my god, wait, like, I want that, and they were like, oh, I didn't opt in, but then also it was like, well, if you opt in, you can get it in like a day or two, because they were already reading all of that. They just didn't tell you that, and now you've opted to, like, you know, let them know. I don't know, I kind of operate on the sense that everyone is already stealing my information, which is not a great, like, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, but also, I feel like I recognize, whoa, hold on. I recognize the way things have been for the past few years, and I think I've kind of just given up. Yeah. Yeah. Bruh, the government has all my info. If they need to ask for more, I say skill issue. Exactly. Why are you pretending at this point, huh? Why are you pretending? We all know. It's so funny, because my parents are still... I don't know, it's probably for most people. Like, your parents are also probably like this, I'm assuming. Where they have, they're very shocked when they hear stuff like this. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean my phone's listening to me? And I'm like, Mom, your phone's probably been listening to you for years, okay? They already know everything. What are you trying to... There's no point in whispering. It already knows. My parents will also talk about, like, oh my god, I talked about this thing and the ad showed up. I'm like, yeah. It knows. It knows everything. Scary times. Technology has evolved way too quick. Yes, yes, yes. On Discord specifically, yeah. Turns out Discord is just a big data miner and AI training models and AI training model now. Even your voice. But the things I say in Discord calls are... They should never be said out loud. It's just me simping half the time. What can I say? Someone brought up a point that is worth noting because it's technically optional. If an adult doesn't opt in, they'll potentially... Oh my god, bleh. They'll be potentially secluded with minors, which defeats... Yeah! Double-edged sword. Like, I don't think they're fully, like... I feel... Okay, here's my thing. I feel like nowadays when people are rolling out these, like, fixes, they're only considering the immediate fix without considering every possible angle of it, right? You're doing the thing! Like, that's... You're still doing the... Like, the whole point is to separate adult audiences from minors. You've basically shoved them... You just gave them the easy way in now by going like, oh, I just have to say I'm not 18 up. I don't know. I don't know what the perfect solution to this is either. But I don't think this whole, like, government ID requirement stuff is gonna, like, make people use the app. I can't say if it would actually help, you know? I don't know. Well, it's mostly to keep children out of NSFW servers and chats, not to... That's where I'm like, okay, I can understand that, and that makes sense. Like, keeping minors out of, like, specific spaces. But I don't know how that's gonna work with, like, I don't know. I feel like anytime you ask people for their government IDs for, like, this stuff, it immediately makes them go, like, why? You know? I'm sick of old people higher-ups pretending like they understand how common folk use technology. Yeah. Again, technology evolved too quickly, and people just don't know how to keep up with it anymore. Especially the people who are, like, up there making the calls. Any server can be an NSFW, it's just one post. That is also true. You can't really stop someone from making an NSFW. Like you said, it is one post away, one weird link, and boom. Yep. That's the parents' job. Yeah. While I understand that, I also think about how I was raised on the internet. Because my parents didn't know what I was up to. But I feel like with today's day and age, a lot of us, like with the millennials who are becoming parents and stuff, you guys definitely know how you were raised on the internet and can apply that to, like, what you think your child might come across, you know? That's just me. But I think about it, like, I have discussions with my sisters all the time. About, like, when do you think you'll give your phone, like, your child a phone or something? Or, like, are you gonna give them an iPad or something? And, like, I think most of us are like, yeah, they're not gonna get an iPad ever. And I'm like, I don't even know if there's gonna be a child, to be honest. But yeah, because I have one cousin who is very young. Like, most of us are, you know, adults, is what I'll say. But I have one cousin who's very young. She's like, oh my god, I hate saying this. She's like 17 years younger than I am, alright? And she's an iPad kid. Fully. Like, she was like 2 years old and she's like throwing temper tantrums over her iPad and stuff. And I was like, oh my god, you guys see what you're doing, right? You're making a monster. I'm looking at my aunt and uncle like, what are you doing? Because then anytime I have to babysit her. What? What's wrong with you? She's 17. So she's sick. You think you're funny, huh, Irv? Huh? What the fuck? I'm like a young spring chicken. Like women who turn 29 for the year. What? Oh. Sit down, Lillith. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
My parents let me have complete unrestricted access to the internet, and you should not. That was also me. Yes. That was also me. And like at the time, you're like, well, like, you know, whatever. But then also there's definitely things I should not have seen. And at the time you think, haha, this is so cool, it's so funny. I saw this thing, you know? But like when you kind of get older and you do some retrospection, you're like, yeah, I definitely should not have learned or looked at this or like been part of these communities. Luckily, I was too scared to talk to people on the internet, so I never got into that thing where I was part of like communities I shouldn't have been in or been talking to people I shouldn't have talked to. But I definitely saw things I shouldn't have seen. Yes. When I get a kid, they're getting a pager. A pager. I mean, hey, you know where they are, what they're doing, right? 63. I'm not that old yet. Okay. Damn, guys. I had unrestricted access, comparatively harmless to today. Realistically, social media was in its infancy back then. Everyone was on the forum, bulletin boards, and other secluded corners. I don't even know what that is. I grew up playing with mud and sticks until I was a teenager. What was the first thing I think, okay, to be fair, I feel like I got like my first devices pretty early. I think I got like iPod? I had an iPod Nano. That was the first thing I ever got, and I was not that old. My dad just, I don't know, I don't know. I think it makes sense. Like, you know, parents are like, oh, I want to get the best for my kids and whatnot. So I think I was like maybe 3rd grade when I got an iPod Nano. And then by 5th grade, my sister got an iPod Touch or something, and then like it all goes downhill from there. That's like those nights when, because I used to share a bed with my sister at the time, and we'd be watching like movies in like 37 parts on YouTube. The good old days. But it's also because it was in its infancy, there was like less chance for like weird things to happen. Also, I feel like, I don't know about everywhere else, but the schools I attended, they very, very heavily pushed on internet safety. They had this one like comic that they would distribute every year on top of like a whole cyber safety like presentation, and for some reason that comic really stuck with me. Like, if I'm thinking about it right now, I don't remember all the details and stuff, but it was a good one if you actually, like, paid attention to it. And I feel like it gave me enough context to, like, you know, don't be fucking stupid on the internet. And maybe I carried it with me till, like, I got older. But I straight up never talked to anyone on the internet until, like, 2 years ago. Like, the first time one of my VTuber friends ever reached out to me to, like, hey, like, you wanna, like, join a Discord or, like, get into a voice call or something? I was scared for my life. I'm like, oh my god, who are you? And, like, what do you want from me? Because I've never been involved in internet spaces like that before then. Like, yeah, I was in fandoms, but I was, like, observing from a safe distance, not commenting on anything, nor giving my opinion on anything. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my god, if I want to be a VTuber, I guess I should actually, like, talk or put my personality on the internet, question mark. You know. I don't know if harmless was the words I had used the first time I saw boobs. I was looking for Mega Man cheat codes. I think the first time I saw something slightly bad was probably like kissing on YouTube. And there was tongue. And I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. Mind you, I came from a house where, like, my parents expected me to turn away when there was a kissing scene in a movie, okay? I'm still expected to do that today. You don't know how old I am, but you do know I graduated university, so just, you know, take that and run with it. If it's more than a peck on the lips, if they start making out, I don't know what kissing is. Striker, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, Striker. How are you? You gave me such a good time. We talk about kissing on YouTube. The first time I accidentally downloaded Corn. You downloaded it? Oh my god. I never accidentally downloaded anything. But, you know, I feel like I have this I don't think this experience is very unique to me. But back when I was, like, first getting into anime and I was finding it on YouTube and stuff, because I guess I wasn't that familiar with, like, all, like, you know, Kiss Anime was a thing back then and stuff like that. Or there was another, like, Go Anime. There was another one I used to use before Kiss Anime that, like, was my go-to. That's how I accidentally found out what yaoi was. But I think back then I was really into Dragon Ball and, like, Sailor Moon, and you could find parts of both those shows on YouTube. And then obviously my algorithm started changing a little bit, and I saw this one anime called Bible Black, and I was like, huh, what's this? Baby's first hentai. I didn't know. While I never downloaded Corn, I definitely saw it. I still would prefer not watching the romantic scenes with my parents. Oh, this reminds me of this conversation I had, like, a while back about, like, watching The Lion King, like, the animated series of The Lion King. Like, it's probably, like, a few months ago now. But I was so uncomfortable watching Nala and Simba bedroomizing each other during, like, can you feel the love? I was like, oh my god! This feels... I felt embarrassed watching it with my parents. I was like, I feel like I have to look away. I guess with context of knowing what, like, intimacy is and stuff, I was like, oh my god, this is way worse than just, like, them hugging or something. What the fuck? That's not an anime? Okay, yeah, but I was, like, 12 or something. I didn't know that at the time. I was like, oh my god. I was into Black Butler at the time. Anything that sounded kind of gothic or, like, something like that, I was like, oh my god, I'm so edgy. I gotta watch this. I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? I know now. And you know what? It wasn't an original experience either. Because a lot of people have had the same experience as I did. Specifically with Bible Black. Considering you know what it is, I feel like you also maybe have to go through it. Reaper, thank you for the Hydra and the Papa. Thank you. Lilith be 40 years. Okay, alright. 40? Not 40. I'm not gonna say what I am. Maybe I will. Actually, it's already out there. You just have to really look for it. It's buried in a VOD somewhere. Wondering why they don't please. Please. My mom's already asking that, alright? She's been asking that. Every year goes by, she's like, oh my god. Mind you, I don't think I'm that old, okay? Like, okay, I can say this much. I'm under 30 years old, alright? And for the past like 5 years, she's like, oh my god, you're not married yet? And I was like, what the fuck? What's your problem? Leave me alone. I entered on I've never downloaded porn with we're talking about having unrestricted access to the internet as a child. That's what we're talking about. Like a main reaper. Nala certainly had a look in her eyes. I need an adult, but the adults in the room are looking at me to look away. So I did look. I pulled out my phone and pretended I wasn't watching the movie for that part. And I was like, I looked at my sister after that. I was like, bro, was that always like that? Was that scene always like that? Oh, but I guess whenever you revisit these things, like especially the older stuff, they have like, there's weird stuff in there, right? Like, okay, mind you, I never watched Happy Feet. But I've seen clips of Happy Feet as an adult. What the hell is that movie about? Because I just like saw something about, I just got a clip of it before this. Not that I knew we were going to talk about this topic before. I don't know. The adults were slipping stuff in there is what I'm going to say. All right. It's the same thing. Like, I love The Hunchback of Notre Dame a lot. It's one of my favorite Disney movies. But as a child, I did not like really consider how much of a pervert Judge Claude Frollo is when he's like being a pervert for Esmeralda for like 90% of the movie. I was just like, I like the music. I think Esmeralda's pretty as hell. Oh my god, I love this movie. You know, and then I rewatched it for the first time when my frontal lobe had developed and I was like, oh my god, he's a pervert! And that made it also very uncomfortable and I decided to watch it with my parents again because I think we had Disney Plus at the time. We like had just gotten it. So I was like, oh my god, let's revisit all the movies we watched as kids. That scene in the church when he starts sniffing on her. I wanted to personally like exit my body when I was watching that with my entire family sitting there. Well, anyways, what can you do? It's the past. She's actually a retired grandma and her sisters are actually her granddaughters that cover up. Yes, because I have that whole conspiracy figured out. Yes, of course. Bibith old? No, Dawn, don't listen to them. I'm not old. So 25-ish? I can't say. I just said under 30. I won't say too much, but you could say The Lion King was rather influential in my... Oh my god. Influential, no. Are you a furry, Zara? It's okay. Because I have like... Well, I have a crush on Mufasa, but you guys know that. They did not need to make that man look that good. That little scene when he does a little twirly twirl. I have no judgment. I also have a crush on Gantu from Lilo and Stitch. I still need to figure out a date for the thing where I have to get my sisters on stream. I'm waiting for both of their schedules to be clear because they, you know, they have jobs and aren't neats. So it depends when they're free. He's a gooner? Who's a gooner? Yeah, I know the scene. I know the Lion King scene. You know which one I'm talking about? Sorry, I'm late. What's up, Liz? Lillith, old Lovelace, and chat. Lace, go back, exit, and come back. Correctly. But they just... hi, Lillith. Retrospects go wild, and movies made between the 90s and early 2000s. Yes. I talked about it to one of my teachers when I was in high school, too. Because I told him, like, yeah, I rewatched it recently. And he was like, yeah. This teacher was not, like, he was, like, a new teacher. So I would say he was, like, maybe, like, 5 to 6 years older than us at the time. So he definitely had seen the same media growing up. I was probably a little older and can, like, understand it better than us. But yeah, we had like a good discussion on that. Because he also used to watch anime, so we would talk about that. Bibith, you know they made that lion cunty? I'm talking about Mufasa. I know they made like Nala kind of cunty. she was shooting eyes and attitude. I watched movies on VHS, so did I. I got 10 years on Lilith. Wow. Everyone's showing off their ages, huh? I'm just saying, like, I listen to you guys. It's just like a little bit. I mean, to an extent, like, I know some of you guys watch my friends as well, and I know Jacob and Jazz have both talked about how old they are. At least Jacob for sure has. And I've already mentioned I'm younger than Jacob and stuff, so... Nah. I mean, I feel like most people could probably, like, put 2 and 2 together and be like, okay, she's around this old. Yes. I bet 5k channel points on 26. How old am I? Interesting. Every year I forget this. Also, I have this habit of aging myself up. I like, for some reason, I don't know if it's like doom or whatever, but I will add like a year or two onto my age for some reason when I'm talking. I'll be like, oh my god, I'm this old or something. I think it's because of my sisters. The moment I turned like 20, she was like, bitch, you're dead. You have one foot in the grave, in the grave, yes, in the grave. And every year I get older, it just reinforces. She's like, oh, you passed this age? Oh, you're dead. You're dead. You're a hag. Mind you, my sister's only 2 years younger than me, so I don't know what she's yapping about. I remember having a crush. You had a crush on Simba? You know what? It's fine. Good for you. It's good for you. I never understood the crush on, what's it called? Kovu. I watched The Lion King too. I was not a fan. I'm not gonna lie. The music was not as good. I know, like, a lot of, like, at least, like, I know when you talk about, like, you know, how some people had a crush on Gil from the, what's it called? Oh my god, Finding Nemo. Never really had a crush on Gil. But I understand, for the most part, like, the thing for bad boys in, like, animation and whatnot. Kovu, I really did not get. I did not like him. But I think we've already figured out that I have a problem with, like, father figures in animation. I don't know, there's something about these old men that really appeal to me. I was literally talking about how I thought, like, Magneto from Marvel Rivals looks like. I don't even play Marvel Rivals! But a lot of my friends do, so that's how we got there. I was like, oh my god, that old man looks good! But Mufasa is kinda, you know, kinda... Hi, Rika! Oh, yeah, we're talking about completely normal things. I'm not talking about have a crush on a lion. Every year I get older. Hey. Speaking of cartoon crushes, when are you seeing Gumshoe again? Aren't we seeing him today? We're gonna see him today. I saw this asset. I didn't have time to set it up today, unfortunately. Today's gonna be a good day. I can't even speak. How am I gonna read? Yeah, I saw this asset for a body pillow thingy, and I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. Maybe I could use it for the next stream. I just didn't have time to set it up today because Gate's sister was home this morning, and I think Canada's playing in the Olympics today, and she's a fan of the players on the team, so we were watching it together for a bit. I was kind of half watching while she yelled at the TV, but you know, moral support. All right, speaking of, I think I should get my stream started or my game loaded up. Hold on. Totally normal by Lillith standards. I don't know when this happened. Like, I don't know when this happened or what happened to me, or, like, you know, I can't say where I went wrong. Oh, you thought I thought it would just, like, pick up on it. Bum 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 bum. There we go. Ah, thank you for the Hydrate Reaper. Thank you. Oh wait, what the hell? Why is this not scaled properly? Ha! There we go. Let me change my streams category. Alright. Here we go. With this hydrate redeem, I wish to remind everyone to take sip. Thirsty motherfuckers. Hey! Okay, you know what? You're still doing a good thing. Telling everyone to stay hydrated, you know? During these thirsty times.
I am a simp. I am a bottom. I am a bad girl.
Yeah, that. Okay, see, I'm full acceptance. I know what I am. I know what kind of freak I am. Okay? I'm not even that bad, to be fair, alright? I'm gonna just rearrange my windows a little bit. Ow, 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 ow.
I've been a bad girl.
Okay, guys!
That's why I'm being punished.
What? Something happened with the way my layout is. What the frick? My chat box is tidy. Pop it out. There we go. Okay, I think I'm good. we go. So we left off on right before we started Turnabout Airlines. So fresh story, fresh going in. Aston, get back in here. All right, here we go. The murder that occurred in my office. The return of the great thief Yatagarasu. Thinking back, everything began on that fateful day 2 days ago. It's not that long ago, Edgeworth. You're kind of reminiscing on something that just happened. 2 days earlier. Oh, what?! Oh, it's just wine. You fool! You scared me for a second. Was there a murder on an airplane? Yes, everything began high up in the air, 9,000 feet in the air to be precise. Thank you for flying Go You Airlines. We are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. I'd be throwing up and crying. We are asking all passengers to please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts. There's an elevator on the plane? Oh my god, this is my worst nightmare. A plane and an elevator. Imagine being stuck on an elevator in a plane. Okay, it's just wine though. Why are we being dramatic? March 12th, 6:13 a.m. Flight G390, first floor lounge. Oh shit, you know, I just thought he... Okay, the animation's so nice. I thought he was just gonna be horizontal and then go up to vertical. Like with a cutscene or something. I didn't know they're gonna give him an animation. Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare? Edgeworth, no one's flying the plane! You gotta go save us! Reaper, thank you for the pat. 6:13, huh? Guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Huh, slight turbulence indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, I swear I didn't do that. For your safety, we ask that you return... Why does it keep auto-doing it? Is it on autoplay? I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. I don't have autoplay on. I don't know why it's skipping itself. Though admittedly, I'm less than comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes. And you're gonna go straight to the elevator after all this? Take the stairs! Thanks for lurking, Reaper. Thank you for the pat. It's actually just Dahlia channeling... Shut up. Get her out of here. Someone get Maya to exercise her right now. What's this? A travel wallet? But it's not mine. How did someone else's travel wallet wind up in my pocket? My head. Why won't this headache go away? I'll take care of this travel wallet later, or hand it off to an attendant. Is there gonna be a dead body in the elevator? Ugh. From earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator. Oh my god, he's like me for real! I forgot he has elevator trauma. My bad. What am I doing hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. It was when I was still but a young child. I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator. But how long am I going to let my past haunt me? It's just an elevator. I'm a grown man now. I need to behave like one. So, is the dead body gonna be in the elevator? Yup. Oh my god, wait, he's kind of beautiful. Who is you? The whole series is just a bunch of Dahlias possessed. No! Get her out of here. Realize it's 3 a.m. and I need to sleep. Nighty night, Liv. Good night, Lace. Thanks for hanging out. You old... And what the fuck? Stop talking about yourself. Back-to-back traumas? Of course. Lore. I'm tired of these motherfucking murders on my motherfucking plane. Can't I just, like, have, like, one trip without a dead body? I mean, this is kind of sucky, too. You're on a flight, dead body. You get back home, dead body. Well, I mean, to your office, but still. What in the world happened? Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask that you please return to your seat. Eek! He's dead! Please calm down. We mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts. What's wrong? Did something happen? Oh my god, it's that sound effect from the courtroom. You murderer! What? No, you have it all wrong. It wasn't me. Or was it? It wasn't Edgeworth, let's face it. March 12, 6:41 a.m. Flight G390, second floor, first class. Everyone, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement to make. I am one of your flight attendants today, Rhoda Tenero. Nero? Unfortunately, we have just had a minor Minor? Why is Edgeworth tweaking? Look at him. I know I'm kind of covering him up, but still. I don't know if you can call a dead body a minor accident. An accident? Don't treat us like we're stupid. I caught a glimpse and it was a murder. What? Murder? What's going on with this flight? Everyone please calm down. There's no reason to panic. This flight will stay on course and make its scheduled landing. We are still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. So until we're out of this area of turbulence, I ask that you please remain seated. But someone was killed, right? I mean, what about the killer? Let me off. Okay, help yourself. What? Get out. What? Good God, look at that legroom. I'm so jealous. I could lay down on the floor. What is this? A 12-seater Boeing 747? It kind of feels like it, huh? Like, how big can it be for that much legroom? Oh my God, you're right. That guy is a heavy drinker. I didn't notice all the bottles. Why does he have a lamp? Oh, they all have lamps, I guess. Please, there's no need to feel threatened. Ah, shit. I skipped it. What? Oh God, Edgeworth, you look so good. What the hell? We've already apprehended the culprit. It's not me. Is it? Are his arms tied behind his back? Tied up Edgeworth? Yeah, what? I love the kid eating an entire meatloaf. They're kind of balancing each other out. One's eating all the carbs to help absorb the alcohol, and the other one's drinking all the alcohol. What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor, and I assure you that I am not the killer. Ha! Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy. Now you listen here. I am not the killer. I simply found the body. So you say, however... Okay, you're kind of sussy. Why would... I don't know. That's an awful big assumption to just, go with. Miss Tenero. Note that down, chat. She's a bottom. I'm not into it. I just thought, listen, it's just, I don't know. Oh, he is tied up. He has ropes on his hand. Okay, sorry. I'm making observations. That's it. I'm just making observations. I am sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I swear on my honor as a professional flight attendant. Oh, is that right? Okay, I have a feeling it's her. I don't know. You're kind of, you're kind of just jumping to conclusions. What, Being a prosecutor doesn't excuse you of murder. Cue the Office style cutaway to previous chapter. I mean, he wasn't, though. He wasn't the murderer in that case, either. I know what I saw. And there's even very strong incriminating evidence to back me up. Who are you? I thought you were a flight attendant. And now you're a police officer? What kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about? We've already alerted the proper authorities at our destination. Until we land, you will remain in our custody by the power vested in our captain. I'm very sorry, but please understand our situation. Your situation? I'm more concerned with mine and the direction it's going in. I'm not about to just sit idly by while I'm getting accused of murder. Miss Tenero, is it? Yes. I was wondering if you might give me a chance. A chance to do what? A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask what you meant by incriminating evidence just now. To accuse a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing him to give a proper defense. Can the professional flight attendant inside of you really call this action righteous? You have a point. Very well, I'll listen to what you have to say. But be wary of what you reveal. I'm afraid you'll only look even more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick. Of course, as you wish. Good. Very well then, let's get started. I had no clue what I was doing on this flight before I got knocked out, so... I know for a fact that I didn't kill the man in the elevator. But What I don't know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. But I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred. What Miss Tenero saw. I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator. It was you standing there with fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon. You think I killed a man with a wallet covered in wine? Ya dingus! So if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land. That's it? That's her evidence? I don't think you could ask for a more perfect witness testimony. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? I guess he did introduce himself. I was gonna say, how do you know who I am? Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it. What the hole is, I do not know. Hi, Toaster. I know for a fact I didn't kill that man in the elevator. I killed him in the storage closet. I'm not an amateur. It's a plane. They're not gonna have a storage closet on it. I think. They have an elevator, so maybe I shouldn't, just assume things. What Miss Tenero saw. I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant.
Hold it!
Tell me what exactly puts the pro in professional flight attendant for you. Well, it means we are very professional about how we take care of our passengers. So you're telling me tying me up on an assumption is being professional? Services like fetching papers and responding to calls are done with speed and accuracy. I can assure you that I give testimonies with the same level of professionalism. But I'm sure you already realize that by now, right? Why are you twitching like that, huh? It's a bit hard to appreciate your professionalism when I'm the one under suspicion. And there you have it. My professional testimony is accurate and reliable. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm certain you are the killer.
Hold it!
You certainly seem sure of yourself. Of course, I'm a professional flight attendant. Wait, a professional flight attendant can't afford to make mistakes after all. Perhaps, but you must admit there are a few who can look at murder with a clear mind. We attendants all go through extensive training and are always calm and collected. We'll even calmly serve you coffee if you so wish, as the plane makes a splashdown. I fail to see how that would be the common rational thing to do during an emergency. Even until the bitter end, we are there to serve the passengers. That is the duty of a professional flight attendant. You certainly are confident. Anyway, shall we return to your testimony? The scene I saw in front of the elevator.
Hold it!
Yes, what did you see in front of the elevator? That's what I was just about to tell you, Mr. Edgeworth. Framed by the elevator doors and bathed in the light coming from within. It was you standing there with fresh blood dripping off of the murder weapon.
Hold it!
The murder weapon dripping with blood. Really now? I swear that was the grisly scene I saw before me. Thank goodness it wasn't a passenger who saw, or there'd be widespread panic by now. As I recall, you were quite panicked yourself at the time. Excuse me? You were scared enough to misread the situation and accuse me of a murder. Nonsense! Professional flight attendants cannot afford to be that flustered. I witnessed the murder scene and am now listening to your defense, all with a smile. Apparently you also lie with a smile on your face. Who are you protecting? So if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land.
Hold it!
I'm not the culprit, and yet you would keep these restraints on me? Mr. Edgeworth, please try to understand what kind of situation you're in right now. And what exactly is my situation? I have the backing of the captain to keep you bound this way. We are within our legal rights to restrain anyone who might threaten our captain mid-flight. In essence, you're in the same situation as someone who has been arrested by the police. So I am to stay restrained until I can clear up all of her doubts. At least I'm close. Her mistake shines like the silver lining on a dark rain cloud. And I'm going to capture some of that light with evidence. Alright, what do we have? Let us check our evidence. The murder weapon that's not really a murder weapon, picked up off the floor in front of the elevator. It isn't mine, so whose is it? Found at 6:15 a.m. inside the elevator, stopped at the first floor lounge. Details, meals, movies, and other services inside. She loves her job. It's great. I feel like she loves it too much. No? You didn't inspect the evidence closer? Oh, yes, that is a thing you can do in this game. Is there gonna be fingerprints on this? How do I can't check this one, I guess. Money. Go you airline. The little statue. We got some cards. If the cards match up with what's in the wallet, that would be something, huh? And then this. What's this? Best restaurant in the skies featuring items from the finest restaurants. Treat yourself to the cuisine of the gods. 6 drinks? Was he going down to eat something? All times shown correspond to our departure time zone. Ha. Before I do anything, save. Ah! There we go. Alright, now I can make my mistakes. I'm certain you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator, it was you standing there with fresh blood. Okay, but it's not blood, so I can present the wallet, and it's not blood on the wallet, right? Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Wait, hold on. The scene I saw in front of the elevator, it was you standing there with fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon. Okay.
Hold it!
I did press everything first already. What are you talking about, Zara? Were you even paying attention? Okay. Let's try this. Okay, I'm gonna do the thing.
Objection!
Please. Miss De Niro. I feel like, no, it's wrong! What's with the yelling all of a sudden? A force of habit. Well, it doesn't matter. Miss De Niro, you say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood, is that correct? How do you know what the murder weapon is? Second. Yes, all that blood. Drip, drip, drip. Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine. Wait, the body's not even covered in blood, right? Wait, is it? I can't remember. Maybe I should have looked at the body a little bit better. I don't remember there being blood. Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you. What? I'd like to direct your attention to this. Do you know what this is? It's a travel wallet, right? But it looks a little big and bulky. The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Miss De Niro. What? Impossible! Now then, do you still think I'm the killer? That I killed him with a travel wallet? But I saw blood dripping from the wallet, I know I did. As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. But if you would be so kind as to take a whiff, I think you'd agree it's only grape juice. Then... That's right, you mistook grape juice for blood. The murder weapon dripping with blood does not, in fact, exist. No! There, that should clear up that pesky accusation. I feel like she's gonna double down. I fucking knew it. Wait just a sec. That is, I mean, even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy. I demand that you show me what's inside, please. She's trembling, and the tacked on please at the end sounds like I've got her. There's no need to look inside. Even you can tell from its appearance that it's light. No, I can't be sure until I can see the contents of the wallet for myself. She's a persistent one. I suppose we have no choice but to see what's inside. Miss De Niro, if you'd be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me. All right. I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but we have no choice here. It's a wallet, not a stone slab. Not to her. Am I rotating? How am I open? Okay, sure. Grape juice stains the outer cover. True, it was I who dropped it in the juice. However, I didn't do it out of ill intentions. Ooh. Republic of Borginia? Is that a real place? Am I stupid? Borginia? It seems that this password is all there. Oh, sorry. It seems that this passport is all that's in here. As you saw, there's nothing but a passport inside. This renders your wallet was the murder weapon argument moot. Is she gonna bring up that the fact that there's cards and money in the elevator as that the wallet was not empty when it was used to kill the guy? Question mark. No, they almost never use real countries in this game. As soon as I said that, I was about to feel bad. I'm like, oh my god, I just don't know about the world, I guess. Thanks. Well, in the world of Ace Attorney, maybe there are one in the same. I feel like the only guy who would carry a stone wallet around would be Gumshoe, and he's unfortunately not on this flight. This renders your wallet was the murder weapon argument moot. Wouldn't you agree? Please hear me out, Mr. Edgeworth. What is it now? Well, I was wondering, whose passport is it exactly? Why don't we just open it up, and I'm sure the name will be in there. Can I take a look? Marin, thank you for the posture tag, thank you! Can I take a look? Why not? I'm rather curious myself. This is... Damn, he looks better in-game than here. He looks kind of scary here. Thank you for the Papa here, Bacon. Thank you. Ackby Hicks? This is... Is he like an important guy? Just as I thought. This travel wallet belongs to Mr. Ackby Hicks, which makes it the victim's property. Wallet data updated in my organizer. You stole the victim's wallet, didn't you? What? How dare you? You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you. Perhaps I did misconstrue the wallet for the murder weapon. But it seems that I wasn't wrong about who the culprit is. Ooh. You done pissed me off. Miss Tenero's logic. As you claim, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks's money, weren't you? Huh? You think I'm broke? I'm in first class! So even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me. I see. You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play? Why? Who would try to rob someone on a plane? There's nowhere to go! Rich people... Okay. Maybe not that, but I believe Edgeworth has good character. You know, he would never. Alright, let's press her story. As you claim, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. Yes, as I said. It's gonna be that weird trophy in there, isn't it? Shouldn't that be proof enough for you that I did not murder the victim? Not at all. Oh, and why not? Because that wallet may not have been what I thought it was. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed.
Hold it!
You think I stole it? Yes. I'm very sorry to say it, and I wouldn't usually be so rude, but it must be said. I never thought I'd see the day, but here I am calling a passenger a thief. Maybe I should put on a serious face and say it more directly. I believe you removed the wallet from the victim's personage. It really doesn't matter how you phrase it. What I'd like to know is why you think I stole Mr. Hicks's wallet. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple.
Hold it!
I don't think I have any sort of motive to speak of. I've never met Mr. Hicks before, and our only connection is this one flight. But that is more than enough of a reason. How do you figure? He was sitting in first class, and I think the implication is quite clear. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks's money, weren't you?
Hold it!
You think I was after his money? Where did you get the Kakamami? What? Idea from? True, you're also a passenger in first class, but I thought something was off about you and those deeply etched lines on your forehead. I don't know! I've never seen that word before! So, sir! They're not lines, they're perfectly normal and a part of my natural face. Aw, shit, Edgeworth, you have wrinkles. What's an octogenarian? Is it just an old person? Did she just profile him based on the wrinkles on his face? Yeah. Yeah. Apparently people who are stressed or have wrinkles are not allowed to be in first class. Octo 80? What is that? I still don't know what that means, Cranial. What is that? I don't think I've ever met someone with such a terrible continence on a flight before. And that's when it hit me. You have the face of someone with money trouble. Oh, 80-year-old person. Thank you, Cranial. You gotta say it real dumb for me. Oh shit, give me a sec. Sorry. Girl, he's in first class in that nice suit. Yeah, she's making a lot of assumptions. I don't know, it would be a shame if I talked to your manager. Wouldn't it? Also, it's a small spoiler, but in the 3DS games, Edgeworth wears glasses? What? I need to see Edgeworth in glasses. I feel like I have seen fan art of it. I don't think I've seen anything in the official stuff, though. She really is making a fool of herself pursuing this line of logic. I should spare her and present the piece of evidence that contradicts her testimony. What were we talking about? However, it's something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks's money, weren't you? But I wasn't. Hold on, what do I have? Also, the wallet's empty, right? I could present that. I mean, the money's all in there, but still, like, what can I do about that? I mean, I wouldn't know the wallet's empty, though. Let me think. Hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. Wait. Maybe I could present the wallet again, huh? Save! Evidence No, I have it all right here.
Hold it!
Oh shit, I pressed again. Okay, wait, we'll read it again anyways. You think I was after his money? Where did you get that cockamamie idea from? Sure, you're also passenger in first class, but I thought something was off about you and the deeply etched lines on your forehead. They're not lines, they're perfectly normal and a part of my natural face. I don't think I've ever met someone with such terrible continence on a flight before. And then it hit me, you have the face of someone with money trouble. She really is making a fool of herself pursuing this line of logic. I should spare her and present the piece of evidence that contradicts her testimony. Ha. Ha ha ha. It's not the travel wallet. It is something you stole, but it isn't something I stole. Maybe it'll show her some other way that money wasn't in the wallet. Then I would present the murder photo, right? Because all the money's in there. True. Hold on. I saved, right? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna present the body.
Objection!
Ah, yes. I wonder if I might get a word in, Miss Tenero. What is it now? Miss Tenero. I wonder if you noticed a contradiction within your own testimony. What are you talking about? It's simply impossible for the motive for this murder... Sorry. It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that. What about this scene would prove that the motive for the murder was not the money? All the money on the floor, obviously. Do I just... Oh, T.
Take that!
My bad. If I may direct your attention to the things strewn all about the floor. That's right, the floor is covered in bills and coinage. By your rationale, these were the very things the killer was after. I think we can assume that the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with his killer. And I would think that the killer would have noticed something like money scattering everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money. But the wallet...
Objection!
Fuck the wallet. Ah yes, the wallet. You'll also recall that the only thing in it was Mr. Hicks's passport. If you're really insisting that it was a crime based on greed, then you're claiming that it was all for an empty travel wallet. Forgive me! Please! Okay, well that was easier than I thought. Oh my god, who's this guy behind me? Holy shit! What is your fit? Hey, what the heck? Are you saying the attendant's wrong? So that guy isn't the killer? Ah, don't believe it, everyone. It's a trick. Will you all please be quiet? Miss Tenero. Yes? You lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus, the lounge was dark and looking into light from the elevator, it's easy to see how you mistook the wallet in my hand for the murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought I was the killer. Mr. Edgeworth. Untie me! Thank you for releasing me. What? Oh, what? What did you just say to me? Shakespeare Clown Man? Yes, yes. What is it now? Huh? That's a Kamehameha. Miss Tenero, if you could please translate, I'd be much obliged. It sounds like Borginian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who... I said he's giving the runabout! I don't require an interpreter. I speak English just as well, see? You, the attendant. Yes, sir. I want this person to be under arrest until we arrive at the airport. You seem like, you might be the guy for how much you're insisting it's a me. Oh. You're not even... He has the vase strapped into his seat. It's still himself. He's mean? Yeah, he is mean. What do you mean? Coming over here. After I prove myself innocent. Ah, hell, he speaks wingdings. I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for? What is it you want? I'm finished talking to the likes of you. Please, I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land. You, how dare you try to waste my time? You were the one who stuck your nose into my affairs. Oh, sorry, that was Edgeworth. I wanted to spend even at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are. I see through you. Insolvent? Yes? Yes, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it in English. I think he meant insolent. Well, I should hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt, but I don't think that's what you meant. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. I'm Zinc LeBlanc II. I'm a very wealthy man in the Borginia. But I'm not an ordinary rich man. I'm an art dealer, a rich seller of beauty. Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now? Pardon? When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout. I have to explain? Unbelievable. I will say it once and only once. I do not have even a second to waste. Time is money, as they say. Yes, and yet you continue to blather on. I saw it. Yes, I did. I saw the victim go onto the elevator. Going down to the lounge. It was exactly at 6 o'clock. License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. What the fuck? What kind of movie is it referencing? Sorry, that poster really distracted me. And what's the significance of that time? He said 6 a.m., right? At 6, he says. Wait, you saw him at 6? Probably a James Bond film. 007, presume. Oh, I have not seen either of those movies. What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? He understands, I see. Miss Attendant, what time did you discover the body? Also adds in a minute, heads up. Well, it was a little after that patch of turbulence, so I would say around 6:15. Hicks was his name, was it? Then I say that man Hicks was killed in the 15-minute time span. And the only person in the lounge at that time was the prosecutor, yes? Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time. Me too. I was watching the movie and enjoying a fine glass of grape juice. Yes, so much grape juice. I was still eating, still haven't finished, see? The other passengers have an alibi, so you have no problem with them, I suppose. No complaint, I see. Complaint? Compliant, I see. Not a single word against this, right? I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me. Oh, so you say, but do you have what you say, the evidence? Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all? Mr. LeBlanc, I suppose you are quite certain in what you saw. Enough to give testimony? Of course, I was looking at that man the whole time. Why are you obsessed with me? He was playing with that annoying little, small machine the whole time. Huh? Machine? Yes, what's that? Sorry, that's what you people call it in English, yes? It was making me crazy with the click, click, click. Oh, phone? Cell phone? From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer. I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is your cell phone. I have to say that I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself. Okay. Alright, I can't use my phone on a plane? The fuck, there's nothing else to do. Hi, Storm! Welcome in. It's not a joke and Ace Attorney to always grape juice, never wine. Oh, really? Even in the Japanese version? Interesting. I wonder why, though. I mean, I feel like the contents with there being murder and all, it's like, you know, it's kind of a teen audience, maybe? I don't know. Maybe just for, like, censorship purposes. Makes sense, makes sense. A simple cell phone, a laptop, or organizer I can see, but that kind of low budget? I hate that noisy little machine in his hands. Not a fragment of beauty, all it produces is ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw. Miss Tenero. Yes. I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene. What? You want to examine the crime scene? If you would grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit. Also, Storm, thank you for the 7th stream streak. Thank you. It's kind of self-sustaining, gang. Edward, you have no idea. A cell phone in airplane mode? Well, yeah, I guess this is the time before you could have Wi-Fi on planes and they like didn't tell you to put on airplane mode, huh? Maybe that's why we had so much turbulence. Blah. I don't like the sound of that fox in the duck pen. Huh? Yes, I think that's how you say it in English. Fox in the duck pen? Fox in the chicken pen? Hut? Cage? I think that's just okay. I'm just as good as him when it comes to that one. Fox guarding the hen house. Damn it! I'm stupid. And I believe my innocence is proven earlier. And if I'm given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Miss Tenero, if you wait until we arrive, there is a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then. I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say. Ha! This should not be approved. Please, Mr. LeBlanc, it's an emergency. All decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now please, wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back. He's gonna skedaddle into the elevator. And touch everything. You're not planning to erase evidence when you're doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. Ha! We will see. Mr. Edwards, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene. What? Unbelievable! I'm in your debt, Miss Tenero. However, there is one condition. I'm to supervise you. Can you agree to that? Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural as I am still a suspect in the case. I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to use T to talk. It's time to head to the scene of the crime, the first floor lounge. How do we get there? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, oopsies. Excuse me, but may I have a word with you? You there! If you need something, please ask Miss Rhoda over there. How am I supposed to get down there? What the? Hey, wake up, you! I'm terribly sorry that she's being so rude, Mr. Edgeworth. No need for you to apologize, I just find it hard to believe she's asleep on the job. If I were her boss, I'd see to it that her salary was cut so low that it was in the red. What do you can't imagine? They can't possibly want us to take the elevator. In order to preserve the crime scene, I'm afraid the elevator is not in service. To get to the first floor lounge, we should take the stairs, which are where? Should I check all of this out too? I don't know. I feel like I should check the crime scene out first and then come back and talk to everybody, but what do I know? March 12th, 7:26 a.m. Flight G390, first floor lounge. I want to thank you for your help back there, Miss Tenero. It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota. I see. I will bear that in mind. I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that. We reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. And when we do, he asks that you please return to your seat at that time. So my time runs out at his and his crew's discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board? I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a thorough search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between the two classes and first class without a staff keycard. And we found no record of a keycard being used at all. Which means that I have a first-class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. Alright, let's investigate. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near the crime scene since the murder was discovered either. Investigation time! Alright, first floor lounge. Now then, let's get started. But where should we start from? Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statement. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere. Interesting. If we are to believe what you say is true, then yes. That first order of business will be to gather, or the first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust. Ha ha ha. It's not his job, he's a prosecutor, it's just something that keeps happening to him, and it will probably continue to keep happening to him throughout this game. You inspect the poster. Oh, okay, I'll do that when I go back up, unless there's a poster down here that you're talking about. According to the wiki, the poster is a reference to the 16th James Bond movie, Licensed to Kill. Oh! I would never have got that with my lack of James Bondness. There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence. Oh, we must clean that up or someone might get hurt. Oh, someone walked out! There's footsteps! I didn't notice the footsteps right away. Aha! What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I found some very important evidence. What is the important piece of evidence in this scene? Sometimes when I play these games, I feel like I'm playing an episode of Dora the Explorer. Oh, T. Jeez, I keep forgetting. What is it? They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree that these are a set of footprints. So you think... Yes, these belong to our killer. Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in first class. I don't think that will be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, but will make it hard to get a definitive match, sorry. Oh, I see. Let's check the body. What floors is this elevator service? Only the first and second, although it can also go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew keycard. So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, huh? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. He's missing something. I wonder what was hanging off of his lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. Now, if I could just put my finger on it. What is this sinister-looking figure on the floor here? That's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Ugo. Is this one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop? There. The bank is a limited edition and so popular that we're down to our last one. Did someone kill him over the freaking piggy bank? But they left the piggy bank here, so does it really matter? You have an in-flight shop? Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment. Oh, okay, that's to the store. I thought it led to the other areas of the flight. I was like, having a cage to separate the classes is kind of crazy, but hey. But it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks's body was discovered. There's blood on here. Could this have been the murder weapon? Plain gift shop sounds kind of dystopian. A little, but don't certain trains also have gift shops on them? Or so I've heard. If it was like a convenience store, I would get that more. But gift shop, I don't know. Money is strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks's wallet at some point. The body. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight. So Mr. Hicks, he's really dead? Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right there. Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer Oh my god. Miss Tenero, please. Please tell me that isn't real. I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks's head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. Wound on the back of Hicks's head suggests blunt force trauma, but what caused it? Even his glasses are his glasses are broken. Were they broken during his murder? He has a note in his pocket. What is that? What is that? There's something sticking out of his pocket. Hope he won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. He's dead. It's okay. It's a picture. It looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere. Photo of Mr. Hicks's dad I jotted into my organizer. Found in the victim's pocket, a souvenir perhaps? Anything else? I feel like we've checked everything? Question mark. I'm gonna save quick, but I wanted to see if we can make some logic. Where was the killer? What clues point to where the killer would have been? I don't think we have that. Spilled juice. There's some spilled grape juice on the floor in front of the elevator. Broken glasses. The victim's glasses are broken. Were they broken in the murder? Blunt force trauma. Okay, I think these two could be connected because I think we have a murder weapon now. What about the elevator? The victim's body was found inside the elevator that connects first and second floors. Okay, let's try this first. Please? Nice! The statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who's been beaten to death. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think I figured something out. Yes, what is it? The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head. Well, aren't we deserving of the master of the obvious title? Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think that this is worth investigating? It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon. Oh, I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection. Perhaps Master of the Oblivious would be more befitting. Captain Ugo piggy bank data jotted in my organizer, usually on display at the in-flight shop, found at the crime scene with blood on it. Can I make any other connections here, though? Rather cheery conversation while standing over the dead body, but we're celebrating getting closer to who killed him. Isn't that worth celebrating? Just a little. Okay, what clues to where the killer could have been? These two could kind of go to get. I don't know if this means where he was before or after. I'm gonna save again. Save scum, save scum. That's me. Okay. Q. I think we could do the juice and the where they went. Found inside the elevator. Maybe. What clues point to where the killer could have been? Maybe? Please. Oh! Didn't work. Alright, well. The pieces don't fit together quite right. Let's continue our investigation first before I make any more. Here lies Hugo Hughes. Interesting. What or who is this? This is a bronze statue of the founder of Go U Airlines, Mr. Hugo Hughes. Sorry. The one on the left is of when he was in his 40s, and the other of him in his 80s. I mean, can you say he aged gracefully after 40 if he looked exactly the same 40 years later? Be playing as Milo, as Edgeworth? Yes, yes, yes. Because he can't win without the player's main character buff? What do you mean? Did the man age at all over those 4 decades? Maybe I need to squint more. These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds, they tell me nothing. Mr. Edgeworth... Oh shit, I was trying to... I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation. Oh, they're talking about conversation? Hold on, pause. You look like you're talking to the clouds. Is that so? Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to the... Oh shit, never mind. I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation. The clouds, they tell me nothing. Okay. I thought it was important for a second. There are a few copies of Sky Magazine in the magazine rack. This month's special is an English trivia quiz. That's not a bad idea. I've heard that the youth of today don't know a particle from a participle. Now, please don't go around confusing people with made-up words, Mr. Edgeworth. God damn, Edgeworth's talking about me. Who's ever heard of such a silly word as participle? Case in point. He thinks he's funny, huh? These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There's quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful when passing through the area. Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, know that it does not clear up any suspicions I have about you. I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name. The piano? The grand piano is the pride of this plane. It can play the music of whatever CD we insert into the CD drive. What's the point? That's not a piano, it's more like an overgrown music box. Ah, but its keys to press along with the music as though there really is someone playing it. Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys. What about this ice bucket thingy? I guess it doesn't matter. Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence. It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second, and I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off. I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to mistake for a real earthquake, but we're not even on the ground. Not that I would know since I was unconscious for most of it. Wait. There. The in-flight shop is just beyond these shutters. But we don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed. There must still be clues to be found here in the lounge. I must remain ever vigilant. A second bottle of wine spilled? Or am I talking to you? This toppled over chair, yet another victim of the turbulence. No, look at that grape juice staining the back! It may not look it, but this chair was extremely valuable. It was? Yes, it was used when the Rocker Pals came to tour this plane. The Rocker Pals leader sat in this very chair. I'm sorry, but what are these Rocker Pals? I can't believe you never heard of them. They're all the rage. The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular international band. They added the Pals part as they became more popular, especially among teens. That explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. On second thought, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get. Never mind. Oh, I'm not done in here. I've missed something. What have I missed, though? I've touched the money. I've touched the statue. Right? Wait. I missed something. There's no grape juice residue on the soles of his shoes, making it highly unlikely that Mr. Hicks entered this elevator after the turbulence. Is that it? I don't think there's anything else. At least in the elevator. Let's leave. Okay, well now it says there's a check mark in here, so now I've seen everything. Maybe I have to make another logic baby. Let me. Oh, there's a door. This door leads to the flight attendant's room. But please understand that it's off limits to unauthorized personnel. But I feel like I need to go in there. The room is giving off the scent of women's perfume. One would think that the perfume would smell great. However, to me, it simply smells. Not that I have any interest in what lies behind this door. Perhaps we should return to the investigation, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Sorry, I spaced out for a second there. What were you thinking? Get it? It'd be confusing because it's the rocker pal. No, I don't get it. What does that mean? Am I dumb? Yes. Yes, I am. Maybe we go upstairs then. That's the only thing left to look. Oh, no. Okay, check that. Did I? Yes, I did. Rocker pals. Oh, I guess I can't go upstairs. I'm missing something. Okay, let's try making a new logic, baby. Do I have all the pieces? I don't know. What? Gumshoe says oh! I get it! That is funny. Okay, what clues point to where the killer could have been? The victim's body was found inside the elevator that connects the first floor with second floor. Spilled grape juice. There's some spilled grape juice on the floor in front of the elevator. Were they broken during his murder? Was found inside the elevator. I don't know. Do I have all the pieces here? Spilled grape juice. There's some spilled grape juice on the floor in front of the elevator. What clues point to where the killer could have been? I thought it would be these two, because the footsteps clearly go the other way, right? But I guess not. What do you mean I think so? What did I say? I don't keep hold of my thoughts. Or like these two go together, but that makes no sense. Where was the killer? I guess you could do these two things, right? Maybe! Victim's body was found inside the elevator that connects first. So this is where he could have been, on the first or the second floor, right? That would be the most obvious answer? Question mark? Oh my god, yes! True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that's a different story. In the elevator with Hicks. If only I could prove that the killer rode this elevator with Hicks. Broken glasses and juice. I could prove that the killer rode... Broken glasses would go with that. Or... I guess this depends on... if the turbulence had hit already. Because then you could do this, but were they broken during his murder? We can't really confirm that, but it would be the most obvious thing to assume, right? Maybe! Question mark? No. I can't see a clear connection between these two pieces of information. I think there's more you can find on the body. I think I checked everything, though. No. What have I missed? I've, like, scoured the body. I've touched the entire body. The picture? But I can't really use that there, can I? I don't think there's anything left on the body to look for. And I can't go upstairs yet, so it's something... I think I've looked at everything though downstairs, so I think it's something to... I have to finish doing the logic stuff. You had enough for the next logic step? Did I? Did I? Okay, let's try again. Okay. Ow. Ah! One more time. Wrong button. Let's see. If only I could prove that the killer rode the elevator with Hicks. Oh, I guess you could do the juice then, right? That would make sense because then that would be the only person who got off the elevator? Okay, I'm a goose. I should have just checked that next. I have it. I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth. I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder. Okay, so I guess this has to do with the fact that there was no grape juice on, Hicks's, shoes. What? Really? Yes, it's rather simple, actually. Was it? The proof is in the pudding, or rather the grape juice in this case. These footsteps here confess to me this very fact. When in doubt, try everything. You're so right, Crania. I will be sure to spam going forward. That someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person. But couldn't the footsteps be from Mr. Hicks himself? No. Ah, but if you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless. Which means Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. I'm suspecting LeBlanc now. Because he's been a bitch. Grape juice footprints, data jotted down in my organizer. Spilt during the turbulence look like footprints and something being dragged. Ha. Interesting. Can we go upstairs now? Are you in need of assistance? Oh wait, yeah, we should probably talk. Captain's permission. Miss Tenero, I'd like to ask you about investigating the lounge. As long as you have the captain's permission, I can't stop you from looking around. If you could please, or if you could pass the message along, tell him I'm grateful for his spirit of cooperation. I will. However, please realize that you are still under suspicion. To be honest, I still have my doubts about you. Of course, and take no offense. I take no offense. Do you really understand what I'm saying? Yes, verily. Do you pinky swear you do, on your honor as a professional prosecutor? I pinky swear I do, on my honor as a professional prosecutor. Well, I guess that settles that. I feel my honor as a man slowly diminishing. About the victim. Are you winning, Lillith? I think so. I think so. Welcome in, is it my dog's little wing? Welcome in, wingman. I was wondering if you noticed anything, Miss Tenero. Yes, I can't help but notice the sad atmosphere in here. I mean, there is a dead body. Yes, it's a rather tragic crime. I'll say, robbing the poor man after bludgeoning him to death. Talk about rubbing in the salt. I believe I mentioned that this earlier, but no money was stolen from Mr. Hicks. Oh yes, you did. Sorry for the accusation. But I still insist that there's something off or missing from when he was at his seat. Oh, something is missing. I can't forgive someone who would do this as a passenger of mine. I swear as a professional flight attendant that I will capture the culprit with my own hands. And I promise as a prosecutor to solve this case with logic and deduction. I should go over all the leads I've collected so far one more time. The key to solving this lies at the intersection of my logic and the evidence. Interesting. You can call me Wingman if it makes it easier. Perfect. Thank you, thank you. Lillith, you can't suspect someone just because they suck. I don't know, but it gives me a lot of, you know... I can assume, can't I? Wait, can I not leave this room still? But I'd like to go elsewhere now, please. Unless... I don't think I have another thought to match this up with. Yeah. What am I missing? I guess something for the statements? Something... I feel like I should have checked upstairs before I came downstairs now. Do we like dad jokes here? If they're good ones. Or else I'll shame you publicly. Is it something to Miss Tenero's statements that I have to present evidence to? Let me talk to you again real quick. About the victim. I was wondering if you noticed anything, Miss Tenero. Yes. Oh shit. It's a rather tragic crime. I'll say robbing the poor man after bludgeoning him to death. Talk about rubbing in the salt. I believe I mentioned this earlier, but no money was stolen from Mr. Hicks. Oh yes, you did. Sorry for the accusation. But I still insist that there's something off or missing from when he was at his seat. Oh, something is missing. Could we say it's the bank? Because she said that he bought one, right? So maybe it's that? Is that a bad thing though? No, not necessarily. I can't forgive someone who would do this to a passenger of mine. I swear as a professional flight attendant that I will capture the culprit with my own hands. Huh. Usually on display at the in-flight shop, found at the crime scene with blood on it. Found in the victim's pocket, a souvenir perhaps. We got anything on this? There's some blood on one of the corners. Could this piggy bank be the murder weapon? Have we not deduced this yet? I think that's the only important thing with this, right? What creature are you? I suppose this is where you insert your coins. I have to say, for a piggy bank, it's made rather well. So well, in fact, that I'm not sure there's a way to take your money out. Okay, I think that's all right. Or not. It says, Go You Airlines. You know, I've seen it occur a lot recently, and it's been bothering me greatly. But why do some brands think it's acceptable to simply smash two words together and call it a day? Anything else? I think that's all. I just rotated it like a hot dog. Oh, his cell phone is missing. Oh, it was the old guy. He killed him because he has a cell phone. That's what missed. Oh, I need to present the photo. Yes. What? Even if you show that to me, I still can't allow you to free reign. I'm sorry, but I must admit that I still have my doubts about you. Guilty and unproven innocent, I see. Wait, what? Hold on. Do I have to present it on the statement or something? What did we do with Maggie last time? Deduce? I did deduce! Did I not deduce? Was I looking at evidence? Ah, shit. The body? Thank you. Thanks, Sarah. It's just because I'm learning the game. Don't worry. I definitely know how to play the game. Not yet. Hit the body. Deduce. Deduce. Deuce. Yes. What? No. Oh, why are... I can't get a hold on the controls for some reason. Yes. Oh my god! T! T! T is such a random letter to throw in. T. Thank you. Mr. Hicks's machine is nowhere to be found. His machine? Ahem. His cell phone, Miss Tenero. Ah, so I guess because it's not here... Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it. Missing cell phone data jotted down in my organizer. Yay! Now I can go upstairs. What's going on over there? Oh, he's back, sorry. Blah. Unforgivable. This is unforgivable. Do you understand what I'm saying? The movie is late. It is the same level of bad as if the plane arrived late. But the movie... What? I will not talk to you anymore. You are just wasting my time. What is the matter, Mr. LeBlanc? If there is no emergency, please return to your seat, sir. Do not tell me what to do. I do not need to sit down. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you are innocent yet? If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now. What nonsense! Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken? Not mistaken, merely that there is room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you would if you could please tell me what you saw in more detail. Saw in detail once more. Bah. Fine, suit yourself. What is this? You're using a finger gun at me? Give me your phone. Exactly. Thank you for the pat, that is. Borginian may come back later. Jesus. It could be good to figure out some gibberish to say when the wingdings... But I can't even guess what it means, what I saw. All right. I'm certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. Okay, I can understand that. It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and the 12. The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, yes. Then you, the only person in the lounge at the time, must be the criminal. But I'm not. Mr. LeBlanc's conclusions seem to make logical sense. After all, the only person in the lounge at that supposed time of the murder was me. So, my eyewitness testimony. If you think you can destroy it, then come, let me see. Hurry! Do I look like a man who is having the time to wait for you? Why is he so irritated? I'm the one accused of murder here. Would not be the first time. Would actually be like the third or fourth time, Edgeworth. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's account somehow and fast. Alright. Please bring up the phone. Please bring up the phone. I'm certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator.
Hold it!
Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at the time? Of course, I saw what was inside. And you are sure that the victim was in the elevator alone? Yes, the only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man. This last outburst is a bit too important to let go. He's lying then. Either about the time, or about what he saw. The only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man.
Hold it!
Was he really alone? Of course, I will bet even 1 cent. A cheap ante for a cheap testimony. But if that's how you want to play it, I'll happily take your 1 cent. It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and the 12.
Hold it!
I assume the pocket watch in this case is the one you keep checking, is that correct? Oh, you noticed. It is a very expensive antique, I will have you know. The feeling is wonderful when I fully wind it up by hand. It doesn't look very well designed and quite classy. Oh, it does look very well designed and quite classy, my bad. Who needs liars when we have idiots? Exactly. I will have to charge you if you want to touch it. Fuck you! That's quite alright. Let's continue with your testimony. What a cheap man you are. Now return the time you wasted back to me. And if we must, I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator at 6 o'clock. But you said you hand wound it up. So, in that case, okay, listen, I don't know about the laws of airplane mode and time-changing devices at the time. But was it actually 6 o'clock on the plane at that time? Or is it just 6 o'clock wherever from Borginia? Maybe it wasn't 6 o'clock at all. Yes, exactly, Reika. It was 6 o'clock somewhere. Yeah. The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the elevator lounge, yes? He could be lying then, huh?
Hold it!
It's true that I found the victim's body at 6:15, and that's when I found the two of them as well. You see, it all matches my testimony. Then you, the only person in the lounge at the time, must be the criminal.
Hold it!
That is the most mistaken way of thinking I've ever heard of. No, no, no. Your silly opinion is what is mistaken. Please calm down, the both of you. In a sense, you're both mistaken. Well, if this isn't the pot calling the kettle black, then I don't know what is. I spy a little hole in his words. As you wish, Mr. LeBlanc, I will now show you proof of my innocence. Okay, so, you know, the funny thing is, I'm actually not sure yet where to present what, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. We always do. I'm certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator. Hold on. The victim supposedly had one, but it has gone missing. Did the killer take it? The only person inside that elevator was that Mr. Hicks man. I think maybe we could present the footsteps leaving here. The grape juicy footsteps here, because that kind of proves someone left, right? Was he really alone? Of course, I will bet even 1 cent. A cheap ante for a cheap testimony, but if that's how you want to play it, I'll happily take your 1 cent. I think here. I think I like this here. Looks like the footprints and something being dragged. Either that or this would be... Was he alone and was the elevator empty? I'm gonna try this.
Objection!
Yay! Mr. LeBlanc. What is it? There's a very glaring contradiction in your testimony. Is that a good thing, or is he about to say something stupid? What do you mean? Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. Okay, we got it. Sometimes in the original titles, Phoenix would start off like we did it, and then he'd look like an idiot in like the next 2 sentences. Ooh, I have PTSD. Being drunk or high on planes gotta be the best. You look out the window and it's like, I'm already scared looking out the window. I can't imagine being on something and doing that. Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There, at the spilled grape juice. Yes, and? Will you admit you also spilled it with the blood? No, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing here is the set of grape juice footprints. Footprints? Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. It's evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive. There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth? Yes, whatever that is. Fuck you. Can you please translate for us? Oh my god! You guys aren't allowed to look at that. Holy, I didn't know that was how she was wearing her uniform. I was already like, oh my god, I don't know, I always like a character with messy hair. And I was like, okay, I'm kind of into her. I didn't know she was wearing her uniform like that. Hey, it's boobs, I mean, it's her. What's your name, lady? No way, that's totally impossible, I guess is what he said. No way, that is totally impossible! I know there was no other person in there, I saw with my own eyes. Why she got the 1,000-year stare? I think she's on something. Or she's tired. If you want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us. I suppose she's right, he doesn't seem to be lying. But then, what does it mean? What about this contradiction? I suddenly am invested in this case. Ah, I see. A good prosecutor pays attention before the boobs show up on screen. In the fan translation, her name was Camille or Melee? Camille, like chamomile? Question mark? I guess we'll find out what her name is. Pretty sure it's the same. I will find out. Please don't look at me like that. Please, I'm just a lizard. Storm. You've committed grievances against prosecutors. You simp! Back to my duty. Oh wait, there we go. I think that was about where I was. Yes, maybe. Mr. LeBlanc, please, just once more, will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me? Lock in? I'm trying. Oh, here we go again. What I saw, part 2. I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat, because he was clicking. I was always checking the time over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me, and I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. But I swear there was no one else inside. No one. Well, that doesn't help me. Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down. What? Dare you two have an issue with my eyewitness testimony? No, not at all. Please forgive I said anything. Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. But I can't let this testimony stand as the truth. Rebuttal. I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat.
Hold it!
Why? So are you still upset now? I'm always upset. The only time I'm not is when I have a piece of art in my hands. It's surprisingly easy to believe that about him. But I was even more upset when Mr. Hicks walked by me. I was always checking the time over and over again.
Hold it!
Why were you so attentive to the time? Because something unforgivable was happening. Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier. I was giving a complaint to the attendant about the movie starting time. Return back to me my time, in money. You understand the point. Movie? Is he talking about the in-flight one that was mentioned in the magazine? A summary of the plot and its start time. Interesting. This is gonna show up, this is gonna connect to his timepiece being off, isn't it? Because it's hand wound and I don't know. It does say all time shown correspond to our departure time zone. But in that case, wouldn't his clock be correctly wound? I don't know. There was supposed to be License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. I cannot see that movie in my country. You can only see it on international flights. I looked forward greatly to that movie. I checked my pocket watch whenever possible so I could not miss it. I even set my watch to the destination time when... He's wrong. His time is wrong. So my watch is not wrong. It matched the schedule. Did you even read it? But the movie was still late. Very, very late.
Hold it!
Your pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little more about it, if that's alright. Okay, so probably on... The movie I watched to see would not start. Okay, it would be on this, wouldn't it? But let's press again because I think we have more information. So this movie you mentioned, is it the one listed in the Sky magazine? Yes. I was so looking forward to watching License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. Miss De Niro, was this movie shown on this flight? Yes, it was shown at the scheduled time. Isn't it possible you simply slept through it by accident? Nonsense, you doubt me. Yes. No, now stop pointing at me like that. Odd, how did he miss a movie that he was clearly hoping to see? I checked my pocket watch a great number of times, that much I know for sure. My watch is set to my destination's time. I always set it when I aboard the plane. Okay, it would be here.
Hold it!
You're sure about what you just testified, Mr. LeBlanc? Yes, of course. I'm a very busy man. I am immediately busy when I land. I have many places to go and no time to waste adjusting my pocket watch. I see. That was a very valuable statement you just made. Flatter me all you want, but you will not get 1 cent out of me. That's alright. All I require is this piece of testimony. Okay. I'm gonna go through the rest of it, and then we'll come back and press on that. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me.
Hold it!
Since you only happened to see him, it's possible that you missed something in that glance. Even if I only happened, I did not miss a thing. And how can you be so sure? Just because. I would appreciate if you didn't take my life so lightly with a simple just because. Well, then I was only making a joke. What? I saw Mr. Hicks all right. And I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. So you said. Is it possible that someone was hiding inside? What? You dare insult me? I have belief in my eyesight. When I look for art to sell, I am told often that I have great sight for the arts. I think the phrase you were looking for was great sense, although that's debatable. But isn't it possible someone was just outside of your line of sight? Sorry. You're persistent, I tell you. I looked clearly. But I swear there was no one else inside. No one.
Hold it!
Why do you insist that you are absolutely not mistaken? Because when I say I'm not wrong, I am not wrong. Mr. LeBlanc, if I may, I think beyond misconceptions and mistake lies the truth. Funny, that suspiciously mirrors something I told her only a little while ago. I honestly don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying. I don't think he's lying either. Loop back. Alright. I'm going to correct his mistaken recollection with evidence. And this professional attendant shall witness the prowess of a professional prosecutor. I miss Gumshoe. And here we will present this.
Objection!
Easy! Yeah, wave your finger. Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came aboard. Now, if your watch has been set to our destination's time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination. Yes, and the correct time is worth its 6 cents. I would like you to take a look at this. If you believe the Sky magazine, clocks on this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Miss Tenero, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now? Well, we made a short stop at a transfer point. That's right. It was in the small Asian country, the Republic of Zhangfa? Yes. But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now, we are still running on Borginian time. What? The time difference between Borginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule. Why did he show his gums so much? Further, with your analog watch set to our destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. It also changes everything about your testimony. And you can bet 1,000,000 cents on that. In light of this information, it means you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m. My 1,000,000 cents! This should clear up all of the remaining accusations. So this basically widens the time frame for the time of death, right? Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m., so he was sitting dead in the elevator for 3 hours? It means the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15 a.m. The question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during the span of time, and what was he doing? I've got something to say. And you are... oh! I'm Cammy... Is it Cammy Meal? Yeah? I'm a flight attendant. I kinda love her. He saw Hicks alive in the elevator? Yeah, exactly. And what is it you wish to say? What? Oh, it's the same? Yeah, it looks like it. Well, I think your story's a little different from how I remember it. What do you mean, Cammy? I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know? What? How can you be so sure of the time? Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point. A message from Captain Ugo. This flight will be making a brief stop to refuel and transfer cargo. Oh, they did say cargo access is a thing, right? On this elevator? Stop to refuel and transfer cargo in the Republic of Zhangfa between 4 and 5 a.m. We ask that all passengers remain on board at the time. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, the stop we made for refueling and cargo transfer in Zhangfa, correct? Yes, it was from 4 to 5 a.m. according to our clocks. And during that time, did any of the passengers leave or did any new ones board this flight? No. Not a single person got on or off in Zhangfa. What about the flight crew? The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off, but eventually everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane. So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind. Cammy, yes! Yes, it's chamomile like the tea. Okay, I thought so. Stop like... You can't prove anything. Refueling in Zhangfa, jotted down in my organizer, made a brief stop from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. to transfer cargo and refuel at transfer point. Okay. Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you Mr. Ackby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. Miss Miles? Chamomile? Mile? Jotted down in my organizer. Mr. Ackby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. Alright then, that puts the time of the murder between 5 and 6:15 a.m. Okay now, what time did you come down to the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth? I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Zhangfa. You were here the whole time from 5, yes? Then you are the one who could be the killer. Only one who could be the killer. Mr. Edgeworth, were you really here in the lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onwards? Unfortunately, yes. But then, how do we explain the footprints? Is that not obvious? This man waited for Mr. Hicks here in the lounge, waited to kill him. And then he put the corpse in the elevator. That is when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony may have been mistaken. But what time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on the second floor does not matter. Because the entire incident occurred here in this lounge. Everything happened in this lounge? I'm thinking the cargo's involved to some extent. Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc? Oh, do you have another idea? I simply feel that there is something out of place in the scenario you presented. Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than this lounge? Good question. I mean, the refueling could be brought up here, right? Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than this lounge? The shop? I can't save! Something being dragged. Something that can tie this crime to a location other than this lounge. Is there evidence that came from elsewhere? Nor? I think? Besides this? Other than this lounge? Oh, this? Is there something? It's, I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Wherever the phone is? I don't know. Location other than this lounge. Was here in his seat when we took off. Anything else found elsewhere? This? This was not found in the lounge. No, this was found in the lounge. I forgot. That was in the lounge. This was found in the elevator. Lounge. Elevator. Elevator. Ads in a minute. Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than this lounge? Surely it's not this. How long could he have been dead? Unless it was this. I don't know. Found at the crime scene with blood on it. Usually on display at the in-flight shop. I have a feeling it's this, but I could be wrong. Okay, I'm gonna do it. What's the worst that can happen? I take an L?
Take that!
The murder weapon, this little piggy bank, is sold... Yes! Is sold at the in-flight shop. Is it sold there and only there? And it is not... It is sold there and only there and is not displayed here in this lounge. How then did it find its way there? Don't you find it a bit suspicious? Such a trivial point. I see Ace Attorney and I instantly sell my soul to the person. Ah, yes, yes. You should always give souls to the Gatekeeper. Yes, yes. Volts Pass, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Gate. Nice to meet you. I'm Liz Lovelace and I'm the Gatekeeper who does anything but her job. Welcome in. But yeah, I'm very new to the Miles Edgeworth investigation stuff. So bear with me as we go through some interesting learning.
I am a simp.
No!
I am a
Go!
bad
Why
girl.
would you do that? Also, please call me Vols if you find my name difficult to pronounce, but your preference. Vols is good. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. It only means you prepared it, taking it from the shop first before coming here. It does not prove you are innocent at all. Is there no way to win this man? Win with this man? Bleh. If I may... What is it? You see... Well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says. Oh, and why do you know this? She works on the goddamn plane, LeBlanc. I think she would know. Huh? Well, it's just that... That piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes. And when was this?
I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
You guys think you're funny, huh? You think you're funny? It was maybe around 5:40 a.m. Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence? That's right. You were in the shop just before the turbulence? Yes, I was. Come to think of it. Miss Tennier, when I found the body...
Daddy, chill.
I believe you came out of that door. Yes, I did. And what is beyond that door? That's the flight attendant's room. Then you were on the first floor.
It's not like I like you.
Guys!
But
Serious
Raka-
things are happening. Settle down. I wonder how much we can clip farm from this game. My Oshi is being embarrassed that I've never been embarrassed in my life. I've never. Yes. I had to do something at the shop and in the flight attendant's room. Yeah, sure you did. So I went to the shop first, and then to the flight attendant's room. Are you saying you passed by me at some point? Yes, you seemed really into the issue of Sky magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by. I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was. Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there. Why did you go to the shop in the first place? I went there for work-related Like what? Why don't you share with the class? She also lies like she breathes. No. My name is not Lillith Love Lies, you know? Work, you say? Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities. Why did you not say anything about that until now, is what I want to know. In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well. Shall we head over there then? What is it now? Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop? No, I haven't forgotten. But I have already asked him permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're all right. Huh? That's weird. What is? Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said he didn't give you permission to do anything like that. Rhoda! Rhoda! Oh my god. Our hands are all over the crime scene. Lillith, Loveline, Nico. No! I've never Nico'd in my life. What is the meaning of this, Miss Tennier? What is happening?
It means she's lying. Go on, admit that you are. You said you had permission to search all over, but you don't, and yet here you are. You, flight attendant, what are you trying to do? Pull the sheep over us? The wool. It's the wool, sir. The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way. Oh, they're getting catty! The girls are fighting. Miss Tenero, why would you do such a thing? Please excuse me. Oh my god, were you paid to do this? Looks like I get to be in charge now. Okay, I have no problems with this! I mean, what? Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth. If you would follow me, I will be your guide from now on. Robert De Niro? I get it. There's something about Miss De Niro that has piqued my curiosity. I mean, yeah, she fucking lied, so now she looks sussy. But right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority. Okay. What could be in there? 50% off sale! Wow! Remember when I said Edgeworth is gay? You did? I mean, I'm not denying the possibility, but he might not be alone. I mean, Phoenix is right there, so she can take charge anytime. You can guide me any day. Kia! What? So this is the in-flight shop. It's quite a mess in here. You think... Oh, you think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then. Teehee. Don't you dare touch the crime scene. You can't clean up a potential crime scene. Oh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much. I mustn't rush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. Hey, you have one of the bears that are hanging over there. There's a very good chance the killer had paid this place a visit. In-flight shop. I'm not gonna lie, the urge to draw this lady is very strong in me right now. The glass from the display case door shattered all over the floor. And it looks like there's nothing on display inside either. Wait, actually, I think there is something. What's this? A mini captain's hat. What if it was you? Your bear has a mini captain's hat. There's a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in these display cases. You know what I'd suggest? Sorry, but I have no intention of buying souvenirs on this trip. Okay, then how about you buy something for me then, as a present? I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything. But I've had my eye on that pendant for such a long time. Try paying some attention to me when I ask you something and then we'll talk. Stuffed toys just like the one Miss Meal is holding are on display here. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly. How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? You know you want one too. They're great for when you're stressed. Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that? Crazy. There's all kinds of luxury name brand merchandise for sale in these display cases. And they're lined up in such a manner as to scream, "Buy me!" to any passerbys. What are all these? Okay, we're not gonna question the shit on the floor. Inside the display case is a row of lifesavers and life vests for sale? You're telling me they're not just gonna fall from the thingy? The top of the plane? We sell a lot of those things when there's some kind of accident or something. But some people buy them even when nothing's going on. How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Care to buy one? I sense that the shop is one shopper away from being sued. What are these? Oh, those are our company's completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out the door, that's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how you like it. You won't regret it. Perhaps that's how things work on this flight, but in the real world, you try, then buy. No way, but either way, it doesn't really matter. True, either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they've boarded the plane? Anyway, see that? See what? Just look at the just look at all the Captain Ugo heads painted on there. Cute company mascot, isn't he? They're painted on with a lot of care. Doesn't he look like he's just about to jump out at you? It is certainly making me jump. It's certainly making something jump inside my stomach. Huh? Oh, I guess there's no fooling your refined taste. What? You look like you really wanted to get one. And I thought I was going to finally make my first sale, but you saw right through it. Glad that's done, though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay? But I never showed any interest in it to begin with! Teehee. It really is pretty horrible, isn't it? You wanna know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda. Miss Tenero designed this? Yeah, it was a company-wide contest. Was she the only one who participated? What the fuck is that? Well, it does have a very sharp design. Haha, sharp? Like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe? I really have no idea why the big wigs decided to go with it. It's so blah. Miss Tenero designed this, did she? It's definitely not what I would have expected.
Whoa!
You okay? I'm fine. Please watch yourself, Miss Meal. Letting a suitcase freely roll around has got to be a safety violation. Yeah, okay. Oh! Is that what got dragged through? The grape juice. Yes. Here, I'll put it back. Oh, that's definitely what got dragged through. Oh, there's a stopper on this one. No stopper on that one, though. I don't know much about this shop, but you can still ask me about whatever. Notice anything? So what do you think about what has happened regarding this case? Oh, I don't know. I guess I think you're the killer, though, Mr. Edgeworth. I can assure you that I'm here in this shop to prove just the opposite. Yeah, but it was me that got you the permission to look around. You know? So don't forget that, okay? Goddamn. How am I supposed to thank you properly if you insist on falling asleep? Well, you know what really show your thanks? You see that item for sale over there? Sorry, but you're going to have to make do with my words of appreciation. I repeat, I want your entire... For the suitcase? It's the kind of suitcase that JoJo would have in an illustration. You're completely right on that. The colors also completely match something that would be in a JoJo illustration. Then you look it up and it's Gucci and costs $5,000. Yes. Maybe you should investigate that really discolor... Can I? Oh! Hold on. Wait. But I can't investigate this any further. I did look at the wheel, but still. That's one sharp design. I cannot investigate this suitcase further. But I believe I can make the deduction with logic. Oh, I have to do a quick stretch in a minute. Actually, I'll do it before we go into our logistics. Logics? Yes. Hold on. Pause. Whoop! I unplugged my headphones. Oh. Quick stretch. I can use my logic and really start save scumming. I have to. Also, thank you for the stretch, Dennis. Thank you. You don't understand. You know when I first started playing Ace Attorney? There was this one time. I'm 100% sure Danny was there when this happened. It was when I was still pretty new to the game. And I don't remember what case it was, but I don't know what was wrong with me. And I had to restart the case from the beginning like 4 times. It was by far one of the worst runs of an Ace Attorney game I've ever had. I don't even think I had the VOD because back then I did not save VODs or anything. But here we are. Thank you for the hydrate, Sarah. Okay, logic. Oh, we don't have the grape juice anymore, huh? So I've seen these before. Could this be the murder weapon? Suitcase? Okay, we don't have it yet. I guess we don't have it then. I thought we definitely could have used it with the other thing. There's witnesses, surely? To the murder? No, not really. Also, welcome in, Zara. Welcome in. I'm sure I could still logic something, but let me just double check. I think I've checked everything. I think I've checked everything. Okay, let me look again. The victim's glasses are broken. Were they broken during his murder? Plane shaking caused it to roll in flight. Suitcase displays can be hazardous. The blood on it is still fresh. Could this be the murder weapon? It's a tiny captain's hat. I swear I've seen one of these before. I don't know if any of this connects, though. Were they broken during the murder? What if he died via suitcase? Can I connect these two? Unless he did, like, these two. Oh, because Zareth and Zara? My bad. I don't know. I don't think that's correct. I don't think. Am I missing anything? Surely. I don't think I'm missing anything. To be fair. I have to logic it. I just don't know how to logic. Okay, it's the worst. What's the worst that can happen? I'm stupid and I get it wrong. With nothing new. Okay. Broken glasses. Brute force logic just says Edgeworth would have been 10. It didn't work. It didn't work. Could it be the broken glasses? And this? I mean, we've confirmed it's the murder weapon, right? It has to be this. What? Pieces don't fit together quite right. Alright, well, I don't see how the other two things would work together. Suitcase and tiny hat don't work, and suitcase and murder weapon Captain Ugo don't work either. I think I'm missing something. I know who would wear the tiny hat, but what, do you want me to put is it this? Is it this? But the hat wouldn't belong to the statue, would it? Oh, it does. Well, I don't know what the statue originally looks like. I didn't think it had a hat. He's yeah, but I don't know. It's not gold. The captain's hat's not gold. I thought it came off of a stuffy, but I guess I should wonder how the stuffy would break the entire freaking display at the same time. I don't want to hear anything. Maybe I should have saved before I did that. She has a plush of him? Yeah, but like, that's what I'm saying. I'd assume that if it was part of the piggy bank, since the piggy bank is entirely like gold or whatever, you'd assume the hat would also be gold. Anyways. The hat probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see. Damn it! I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display. If it was a yellow hat, I would have immediately connected the dots. Okay, there's not a single other... Oh. Actually, it does look pretty similar to the plushie. You know what? I'll take my L. I deserve it. My bad. Does this mean that the killer broke the glass to get it? Ha! Captain Ugo Piggy Bank updated in my organizer. Found at the crime scene, culprit must have shattered the display case to take it. All that for this is crazy. Also, thank you for the 30 bits. Thank you. Huh? Really? Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in this shop. Well, I don't. Miss Rhoda's in charge of this place. So, come on. How should I know anything? I sense that further inspection of the display case is needed. But these two things don't go together. We already tried. Did I try this? Save scum, save scum. I feel like it's probably not, but you know, I'm a little dumb, so. And what else could there possibly be? I mean, I should probably check I should check this a little more, he said. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. I thought you said tactical piggy. Nope. Nope. The glass on this door is broken. Perhaps it was the killer who broke in order to take the piggy bank. But it's a bit odd that the inside of the glass is so devoid of glass. Yeah, I was gonna say, the glass shards are outside on the floor, so... How was this broken? Like with the door open? I don't know. Plus the glass... Whoa. Plus the glass broke rather cleanly. Ah! What is it? I touched the glass and I cut my finger. Meal, you're kind of sussing me out too now. It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth, it hurts! Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own. Perhaps it was the killer who broke in order to take the piggy bank. Nothing new. For security, there's a lock on this display case. Miss Meal, if I may ask you about this lock. The one in charge of the shop is Miss Rhoda, so she's got the keys to all the display cases. I see. Oh, I bet you wanted to buy something. Do you want me to go get the key off from her? No, that's alright. Go You Airlines related books line, this shelf? The history of Go You Airlines, the future of Go You Airlines, the 7 wonders of Go You. Fight on, Go You Airlines. Working name, You Go Airlines. You Go You. The titles make it very clear that they won't be making the top sellers list anytime soon. Is this Shelly the killer? Because it kind of looks like it. Is this the same man as the one portrayed? Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, it would probably be the Go You guy, huh? Is this the same man as the one portrayed by the statues around the elevator? Yeah, that's the paperweight of the founder of Go You Airlines, Mr. Ugo Hughes. I want to keep saying Ugo, but... On the bottom shelf, we have the cute one. The middle shelf is the realistic one. Huh? And on the top shelf, that's the floral version of him? Floral? Are you sure about that? Let me guess. You just said the first thing that came into your mind, right? Looks like hit the bullseye. Okay, so what else can I possibly look at here? Feel like I've touched everything in this. No, I haven't. Oh, that one's knocked over. Is this the same man as the one portrayed by the statues? Yeah. Wait, no, hold on. I need to see this. Unless it's already... Okay, never mind. I guess it's knocked over then. What am I missing? Ha. The bit... Yeah, I know, but I need to see what I need to deduce. What's missing here? Is a spot connected to any of the evidence I hold? Are you saying I would put this here? Question mark. Found the crime scene. Culprit must have shattered the display case to take it. This? That feels a little too obvious, no? That's gonna hurt real bad if this is what's supposed to go there.
Eureka!
Damn it! Wait, no, maybe it's not. There's definitely something very unusual about this. About what? If the killer had broken the glass to get at the captain's Ugo bank, there should be shards of glass inside the case itself. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that, huh? However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case. Nope. No, there isn't. Which means the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass. Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor. I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time, too. Huh? That's nice. Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Captain Ugo bank from here after the turbulence. Okay, you know what? That might have been a little, mistake in my judgment up until then. But hey. I feel like Zara's thing for the rest of this playthrough is gonna be saying urethra every time we hit a eureka. This was taken out of its display case in the in-flight shop after the turbulence. She's gone. Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Meal, and listen to what I'm talking. But the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon. So you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake? Yes, at this point, That is a very real possibility. But then what if when the killer went to take Captain Ugo, they broke the glass by accident? The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely. Yeah, but... Oh, but there was one person who could have. Oh, and who would that be? Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything. Miss Rhoda Tenero, huh? Now am I done here? Yes. Can we... leave? Do you have any more info for me? About the shop. I cut my finger on those bad pieces of glass. Don't blame the glass for something you did to yourself. Just be more careful. Same to you. You're the one walking all over broken glass. You sure you're okay? I'm fine. Any glass I walk on, I crush like this. That's nice. Please be careful around the display case, okay? Wouldn't want you getting hurt. Compared to the glass around my feet, the inside of the case is nothing to be afraid of. After all, no glass fragment appears to have ended up inside. Then I guess even you can tidy up the case, right? Perish the thought. Wake up, babe, new logic dropped. Wait, actually? Oh my god, you're right! The victim's glasses are broken. Were they broken during his murder? I mean, I guess you could say it could be these two things, right? What are we aiming at who? Pause. Let me go save again. I made too many... Oh! I can't go back to save! Well. I'm gonna do it. Oh, wait, hold on. I can. Sorry, I clicked out the window. That's why it happened. Ah, shit! It's Diener. Hi, Diener. Acing your attorney? I'm actually a prosecutor in this one, so... I'm prosecuting. But hi, Diener! You made an incredible noise, thank you. It's actually, you know, one of my talents. Alright, now we may logic, babies. Get this brick. No. No. Thank you, Storm! Thank you! T. Storm has been a big help. Thank you, thank you. Oh, wait, they don't fit together quite right? Wait, for real? I thought it... Did I do these two things? What? Turbulence in the suitcase. Plane shaking... Okay, so... Huh. I'm missing something then, right? Obviously, the plane shaking caused it to roll. So now it's due to the turbulence. I'm trying something. See, some of it just feels so obvious that it feels wrong. Or like, I don't know. Like, yeah, obviously the plane rolled away because there was turbulence. I mean, the suitcase rolled away because there was turbulence. So that makes it feel wrong sometimes. She's prosecuting by having propaganda at the flight. No, I'm looking so respectfully. What are you talking about? Not saying this is my favorite archetype of woman ever. Logic is obvious, is for obvious connections, not contradictions, but I'm learning. It's only my second case as a prosecutor. Yeah, it's so obvious, but Edgy needs superpower to figure it out. Exactly. That's the part that scares me. What's with the sudden yelling? Tell me, Miss Meal, don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases? Oh, well, sure, they're totally ooh strange. Like the color and the such. That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention. Ah, you're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper. Yeah. Oh, he's right. They should have moved already from the turbulence. Big brain. Not that I didn't just point that out, but whatever. Yeah, they look a bit upright, don't they? But I guess they take after their creator. Again, that's not what I mean, Miss Meal. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind, I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Upon closer inspection, they really are quite hideous. Teehee. I wonder how Miss Rhoda would have reacted if she heard what you just said. What's wrong? She makes a good point. It would be wise of me to watch what I say aloud. What's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right. Are we pointing at the wheel finally? What is so unusual about the suitcase? The wheel! In the juice. Oh.
Take that!
Yes, that's how you do this thing. There's something very peculiar about these wheels. Huh? As in? As in, there are no stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying. And so it is very likely that the suitcase was placed here after we hit that turbulence. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we? There. How do I zoom? E? Q. What's this? The wheel is completely covered in something. The color and the scent. He's just sniffing everything. It appears the substance in question is grape juice. But why would there be juice on the wheel of a suitcase? Open it? Ooh, what could be inside? It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside. A piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood. Are we sure it's not grape juice this time? It's blood! It appears that the suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all. Was the body moved in a suitcase? Because technically they did go down to cargo. The elevator does go down to cargo. Sussy, sussy. Give me back my health. Oh, thank you. So explain this to me. What does this suitcase have to do with the murder? I believe it's pretty safe to say the killer used the suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps. Perhaps a dead body? But aren't you just talking about the cloth, then? That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking. The thing I believe the killer used the suitcase to transport is... the body!
Take that!
Something that would fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it? Go use suitcase. Data jotted down in my organizer. This was used to transport the body. It was designed by Miss Rhoda Tenero. Bloody cloth data jotted down in my organizer. This is giving very JoJo. Like, it's giving very Kira Yoshikage right now. I don't know why, though. Found in... Actually, it's because we probably talked about JoJo. That's probably where I'm making my connections from. Found inside the suitcase, its beautiful pattern has been soiled by blood. I wonder if we're gonna find out that Miss Rhoda had this scarf at some point. But, in light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else. Which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location. So you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it? Exactly. What is it? Nothing. Just that... I was thinking about what Miss Rhoda said about coming here for some... Oh, it's totally her. You can't be a detective if you're not willing to sniff or taste everything. I don't think you should be tasting anything. Even sniffing, you should be wafting, as they used to say in, like, chemistry class or something. What if it's something not good for you? Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh... Oh, hey! We were not talking about you at all! I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. Cammy, can you please go confirm with the captain that this is facts? I don't trust this lady. He said that he'd appreciate it if you could wrap it up here and return to your seat. I understand his sentiments, however, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. If I must stop, then I insist I be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course. If that's your only condition, then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way that I can, Mr. Edgeworth. Sounds like fun. We can camp out and watch over everything together. I found proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge, and I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoings. And yet, regarding what Miss Melee reminded me about, or Miss Meal reminded me about Miss Tenero, I can't allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light. Why do I sense that the chapter's coming to an end? Yep, that's what I thought. To be continued. Ha! Should we keep going? I feel like this case can't be too long, can it? Should I check how many chapters there are? Let me check. Because if it's not too long, maybe I'll do another one. Turnabout, Airlines, chapters. I feel like we should save it. As things progress, they will ask more repetitive things. I love that about Ace Attorney. There are 4 cases. I mean more like the chapters per case. But I feel like I could go a little bit more. But 2 of those are the end part 1 and 2. What? Is that a spoiler? Like 5 chapters in an episode? Is that what we're saying? Oh, I forgot. No worries. I think it said there's like it's divided into what I'm seeing on the wiki as first act, middle act, and later act. My thing is, if we start the middle, I don't know if I'll be able to finish it. So how do you guys feel about it? Would you rather I play the entire middle act in one stream? Or we go halfway? This is the first half of the episode? What time is it? 4:40? Second part would take a lot longer. Maybe do those now? Okay, we'll start it. If I have to end in the middle, then we'll end in the middle. It is what it is. Alright, March 12th, 1 p.m. local time, Hope Springs Airport. Oh my god! I recognize this guy. He's from the Steel Samurai episodes. He's the pervert. Right? Was that was actually his name, right? Salvin. Oh no. I know that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Miss Tenero and Miss I keep saying Melee, Meal, I was able to preserve the crime scene. He should be in jail, I agree. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Miss Tenero in private. So I'm left oh my god. Give me a second. So I'm left wondering just what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth. Who? Ah! Oh my god, Francisco! I thought you were still in Germany. I go where I am needed. And wherever there are criminals to be caught. Her name is Franziska von Karma. The daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prosecutor. Are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are. Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I'm placing you under arrest. What the fuck? What? It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. But I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day. When a disciple of the House of Von Karma would become a criminal, have you no shame? Wait! It has all been a big misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim. A misunderstanding? I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death. Franziska, do you honestly believe that I killed a man? I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I have investigated this for myself. I can put your arrest on hold until then. That's as it should be. Ha, I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you of all people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for. Well, I have my own creed which I must fulfill, so why don't we solve this together? I have to get going. The crime scene awaits. Don't you dare leave town. Trust me, I have no intention to. Detective Gumshoe! Yes, sir. Let's go. Oh my god. I love him so much. Too slow. Ow! My god, he's so girly pop. I love him. Yeah. I love him so much. Oh my god. Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up, understand? Mr. Edgeworth, I'm supposed to guard him? A simple yes or no, detective. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. You just leave it to me. Miles Edgeworth. If you interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot, are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me. Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad to see you're okay. Miss Cammy, Super Smash Bros. That's what I'm, like. That's why I keep thinking. I keep saying melee instead of Cammy Meal or Chamomile. Beep beep beep. You know? Oh yeah, who would have think a Von Karma would commit a murder? Wait a minute. Isn't that how we started this game? She says that, but she does not know that he was arrested for murder before and was the cause of her father's arrest. Well, I mean, the father caused it. Like, showed. Little spirit recharge? A little bit. And what was her father arrested for again? Moida. Moida Wing. Gumshoe. Not Gumshoe, sorry. Edgeworth's papa. Thank you, detective. I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this. God, he's so dependable. I have to admit, I'm a bit curious as to what Francisca's up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well, in that case, I have a few questions for you. So how's the initial investigation going? We just shipped the body off to the coroner's office, and we're taking statements now, sir. That sounds like Francisca. She was always good at quick responses to a case. I'd say she was, a little too quick, sir. Oh, how so? I rushed on over as soon as I got word of the affair, sir. But somehow when I got here, Miss Von Karma was already here barking out orders at everyone. It was kind of creepy, as though she knew there had been a murder or something. I mean, she said that she was talking or overheard the captain, right? And had come in advance to await your flight's arrival. That is sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly and out of the blue. Plus, I still don't know why she's here in America. Oh, we're in America! There must be some backstory to all of this. Francisca Von Karma. Miss Von Karma just kind of popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago, sir. Something about chasing down leads related to a certain incident. No details? It's kind of top secret, so she can't talk about it even with me, sir. Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. No, not USA! I'm Canadian. How could you do this in front of me? Plus, I doubt the top secret part was what stopped her from talking to you, detective. Although, I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine. Anyway, that's about all the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate. Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation, starting with talking to the people involved in this case afresh. Can I go back on the plane? Nice. All right. March 12th, 1:37 p.m. Flight G390. So you must be the captain. Why, yes I am, and who might you be? I'm the prodigy prosecutor, Francisca Von Karma, and I have a few questions for you. Didn't talk to Sal? Can I not talk to him again? I should stop assuming I can talk to people again. Damn. Maybe it's better that way. I don't want to talk to Sal anyways. Remember America's Japan and Germany's America? Yes. Yes, that makes sense. Don't you dare, Captain, getting friendly with another woman. I'll never forgive you if you do. What? What are you talking about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Cammy. I wouldn't bet money on our dear captain to be much of a reputable person. Sure you don't want to ask the captain some questions, sir? He was in the cockpit the entire time. I highly doubt he would know anything of use. Anyway, I like to leave that type of witness to Francisca and her whip. Walking right by. Ah! What did he react to? Oh, the whip. Oh, he's still tweaking. Crazy. Now see here. Ugh. Sorry, I'm sorry. How long do you intend to hold me? It is impossible for me to be the criminal I told you. Mr. LeBlanc. Oh, it's you. Tell this man to stop stopping me from going. Time is money. I don't have even 1 second of wasteful time to spend. Oh, wait. I guess we should talk to them, huh? Did you finish taking a statement yet? Yep, all done, sir. I do not concern if you are not done examining the cargo hold. I want my cargo back. Oh, can we go down to the cargo hold? LeBlanc's cargo. If you make a single scratch on my art, you will pay. Art? What sort of art? Mr. LeBlanc is an art dealer, so he's got a bunch of artwork down in the cargo hold, sir. There's practically a mountain of them, large and small. Interesting. From folk costumes to stone statues, I sell all kinds of arts. Ooh, stone statues, like the thing in the picture? Like that picture that Mr. Hicks has with him with a big stone thingy? I don't know. Gumshoe acting like he's been well trained by a certain prosecutor's whip. He's been, was it Pavloved? He's just scared now. He hears a whip or a loud noise and he's like, oh, I'm in danger. From folk costumes to stone statues, I sell all kinds of arts. Folk costumes, speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat. It kind of looks like that other piece of cloth. You're right. Sir, you can't go in there. I'm Miles Edgeworth. I'm one of the prosecutors on this case, so please let me through. I'm very sorry, sir. No one is allowed to enter without Miss Von Karma's express permission. But I'm on the case. Yes, I understand that, but I also have explicit instructions not to let you through from Miss Von Karma. Girl, you think that having someone on the inside would help you? Why would you do this to me, Francisca? Can we go down? Ooh. Looks like we can't go beyond here, sir. Plus, the body has been sent off to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy. Huh. Mr. Edgeworth, you have to see this chair! Oh no, it's gonna be the pal jokes. It says in honor of Rocker Pals Day. And what exactly is the big deal with these Rocker Pals? They're a seriously sweet Swiss superstar rock band, sir. Makes you want to listen to one of their songs right now. Sorry, I got lost in that forest of just now. Do you want me to explain it to you again? You know, detective, I think I'll have to take a brain check on that, regrettably. He's so sassy, I love him. Oh, we have to check all this again? They got a piano on this plane? Hey, do you think I can try it out, sir? I think you would know better than to randomly touch things at a crime scene, detective. Besides, I didn't know you knew how to play. Of course I do, I'm practically proficient. Is he? Interesting, the things you can learn about people on a daily basis. I can get Do and Ray to come out just right, sir. 2 notes is not a proficient pianist make, detective. Sheesh. Hey, the statue. What about it, detective? Do you notice something? I saw this guy in a dream last night. The resemblance is uncanny, sir. You saw him in your dreams? Well, yeah, I saw him and then I arrested him. I wanted to show you just how vital I am in our partnership. Being useful in your sleep is of no help to me in the real world, detective. There are a few copies of Sky Magazine in the magazine rack. This month's special looks like it's an English trivia quiz. Oh, I've got one. What starts with an I and means boldly rude and disrespectful? The answer is most definitely insolent. Time's up. Sorry, sir, but the correct answer is insolvent. Detective Gumshoe, don't tell me your English ability is at the same level as him. It's a slander on slander. Did I check everything? No, it looks like. Tampering with evidence must feel so good. All your evidence is in good hands if you give it to Detective Gumshoe. Trust, trust, trust. Oh man, there's a pretty lady in that plane over there. Ah, she's looking over here. Quick, sir. Wave at her, please. Did he say wave at her, please? I refuse to be your wingman on this. Okay, I think we've checked everything here. Guess we should check all this out too, right? A mountain's worth of empty bottles are lined up here. And look, all of them have a letter inside, sir. Let's see, I'll order anything as many times as it takes just to see your lovely face. My beloved Miss Tenero is what they all say, sir. Please put them back in the bottle, detective. Yeah, I can't destroy the beautiful love here by ruining the letters by accident. Talk about a stalker. The man in the seat was constantly drinking something. You know, right before payday, I do nothing but drink the soup from my instant noodles. That much sodium can't be healthy. You might want to go in for a checkup. Oh, do you really think I was serious, Mr. Edgeworth? What? I'm sorry, sir. I'll never make another joke like that again. He's been trained by all the Von Karmas. There's a really big floaty, but isn't it a bit too early in the year for swimming? Detective, this is not for swimming, it's a lifesaver. So you can't swim with one of these? No, I mean, I suppose you could, but that's not what they're intended for. Well then, see, it's the same as a floaty. You shouldn't go around confusing people, sir. Why do I feel like I just kicked a puppy? The man in the seat was the one we just saw out in the airport lobby hypervent. Oh! Okay, they're all out there. I should probably go talk to them. Hyperventilating. If he's so scared to fly, then why take an airplane to begin with? I mean... There's some places you can only get to by plane, I guess, Edgeworth. Yeah, if he's that scared, he should have bought or caught a ferry or a cruise ship or something. By the way, were you okay with all the turbulence, Mr. Edgeworth? Ah, yes, it was nothing I couldn't handle. I should have figured, right? As if you'd get on a plane if you were scared of them. Indeed. Yeah, indeed. This was that guy's seat, right? This was the victim's seat. His jacket just laying there and his spilled leftover coffee still there too. I don't suppose anyone ever expects to die. Anything else here? I guess I can't check anything else. You'd think I'd be able to check like the code or something. Francisca, I'd like to ask about the investigation. Miles Edgeworth, can't you see that I'm in the middle of taking his statement? This man is only captain in title. I'm going to teach him to do his job properly. Free from work, what I missed? Welcome in, Amado! Yeah, hold on. Zara's got you on that. Yeah, some guy died and we're accused of it again. We're accused of killing the guy again. Okay, from now on I'll keep my focus and take my responsibility seriously. He's really trembling there. If it makes him take his job seriously, it's not such a bad thing, is it? Thank you for the hydrate, Ashton! Why are you looking at me like that, sir? Okay, I guess we can't talk to Francisca yet, then. What did I ever do to deserve this? More than this job, all I truly love is my sweet Cammy. Might I suggest you not say that at this moment in front of Francisca? If I may have a word with you, Miss Emile. No, you may not have a word with me. I don't want to talk to any other man except for the captain right now. Me too, Cammy. I will never talk to another woman. Ah! This definitely looks like a job for Francisca. Okay, we're gonna leave these guys to it. Also, I heard something about phone numbers. Yes! This has to do with, I'll probably update it in the Discord, so everyone in there gets an at. It has to do with orders and stuff, but I'll touch on it, after stream, I guess. Oh, but if you're not there for, the end of stream, I'll be in the Discord. It's for anyone who ordered on the shop, but I'll maybe also DM you through the shop, I guess, if I don't get answers from everybody. Yes. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, this urn's got a seatbelt strapped tightly around it. It must be a great valuable to Mr. LeBlanc, then. Yeah, I guess if you don't want to churn your urn, then it's always best to buckle up. Obviously, but did that have anything to do with the case, detective? Nobody gets my jokes. I don't think I got it either. I'm sorry, detective. I'm sorry. Anything else? Cart. Mr. Edgeworth, what is this super expensive looking feast of Jurassic proportions? It's just the food they serve in first class. Wow, I'm so jealous, sir. I want to ride in first class sometime. Right, when pigs fly and I own my own private jet. You should investigate Edward's stare? You're right. It's okay, Miss Melee might be your new... Okay, you know what? But that's the only time I'm going to support Amado in, simping for a maybe guilty lady. But right now, I feel like it's more Miss Tenero, no? Unless she was coerced to do something. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I think you have too many red knights on this board. It's just your imagination. And it looks like the blue spawn is being completely surrounded by the red knights. Now you're seeing things. Sir, I don't think you're supposed to have lots of the same piece like in checkers. I know that, detective. What do you take me for? This was my seat. Wow, you read law books even when you're flying, sir? Were you expecting anything else? Now come along. We must hurry to hurry to the crime scene. Hold on. There's a different book stuck in here. The Steel Samurai. Detective Gumshoe, am I going to have to charge you with invasion of privacy? Oh, for examining Edgeworth's seat while investigating with Oh, you get an achievement for that. It's okay to be a nerd. It's okay. What's this? What is it, detective? Did you find an important piece of evidence? A giant parfait on top of bread and steak? Paint me jello, sir. It's a feast. Maybe I should just let him have the giant parfait so that we can move on. Alright, Gumshoe. Eat up. Whoa, there's a letter over there, though. I guess I can't have it. I want to see if I can talk to the people outside, though. Yes, it's still possible. We can talk to Salmonella now, guys. Who are you? This child seems to be happily enjoying the sights of so many planes. I'm all excited to see this many planes, too. Just look at the size of these things. Do you like planes, too, mister? The balance between the main wings and the tail wings is really something, huh? It seems that this child derives his pleasure from a different aspect. Oh, but I've also got a thing for the shape of the wings, too. Here, mister, you can stand next to me, so about that plane's wing. Thank you, detective, for leaving me out of this conversation. Looking from behind, I think I've seen this man somewhere before. Nom nom nom. In Soviet Russia, world flag lunchboxes eat Joe? I do remember him speaking in late, now that I'm thinking about it, but I don't know what that means. Mr. Edgeworth, we've got to get him some water. Found it. Oh, lol. I feel a wave of creative powers coming on. It's over 9,000. You just ruined Dragon Ball for me. For my next elite movie, it's gonna be the Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Tokyo. Versus the World Samurai Champion of Earth. It's gonna... Roxers? So many boxers? Yep. I think I read that right. Good thing it was a false alarm, right, Mr. Edgeworth? So the Steel Samurai's finally getting a movie. Completely ignoring me as usual. This man was in first class with me. He was quite shaken up by the whole affair. I'd be pretty scared too if I got caught up in a murder investigation. I did it. What? I made it the whole flight. I'm not scared of turbulence anymore. This life vest is proof I made it alive. It's now my prized possession. How could you just take that from the plane? It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. It's got nothing to do with the murder, at least. Well, one person's not gonna have a life vest. The reference is older than the intro. Yep. It's like one of the first anime memes I think I ever heard in my life. Lunchland. Not bad. I guess it's gotten big enough to warrant its own branch shops. Lunchland. Is that from the lady who sells her bento boxes to the police station? Was that it? Lunchland? I always wanted to try their steak lunch. Oh, yeah. Right? Yeah, thank you. What should I go with? I recommend our airport special World Flags lunchboxes, only available for a limited time. We have a variety of lunchboxes made up to look like different country flags. Cough up, queen. Cough up what? Samana should be in jail not because of his crimes, he's just a good fit for it. I'm sure he's done something that deserves to put him in jail, like internet crimes or something. I don't know. Detective, why don't you go ahead and buy one? Is that okay, sir? Thanks. All right, then I'm really gonna go get one. Here I go. Angel Star, one of the worst witnesses. Yes, I remember that case. I feel like that was one of the ones. I mean, there's a lot of ones that I'm confused, but there was just so much with that lady. Arrested for Reddit crimes and for being a creep towards Maya during the Steel Samurai case. Blech. Also, ads in 40 seconds. Heads up. Excuse me, miss. I'll take a Star-Spangled Banner lunchbox, please. I hope he's aware that's the most expensive one on the menu. But you treated him. That's so cute. Okay, I don't think we can go there, but I think we've talked to everyone. I thought we would get, like, some more, like, testimony, I guess? I don't know what I was expecting. Can't really talk to anyone here, but... Oh, the poster. Oh, a movie poster, so what's it for, sir? License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. Apparently, though, I don't know what it's about. Oh, that movie's the in-flight special. I can't recommend it enough. Ah, when you talk like that, you sound just like Miss Rhoda. And you know how I hate that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to come out like that, Cammy. Clearly, the only remedy for this whipped man is a solid crack of Francisca's whip. You impudent man, if you value your life, you will close that mouth of yours immediately. Wow, Miss Von Karma's more hard-boiled than the movie. Did I get everything? Pause. Oh! Notice anything. Anything of interest, detective? Well, I can't say that I don't quite know everything about the situation yet. So, I was just telling myself that I should go ask someone about the stuff I don't know. I mean, just because I don't know, it doesn't mean someone else might not know, right? It must be my imagination, but for a second, I think I actually understood his logic. Zinc LeBlanc. Mr. LeBlanc, oh my god, his front profile's crazy. He's an art dealer, correct? I guess so. As per standard procedure, we patted him down just like everyone else. But while we were checking him, he started making a fuss about how we were robbing him. What do you mean? He got mad and kept saying the Borginian clothes lose their value once they get dirty. Interesting. If that's the case, then why wear the ridiculous outfit in the first place? That's what I thought. I mean, what's a little dirt in the course of a good investigation? A little dirt on your clothes is one thing, but even you must have your standards, I hope. I don't suppose I can talk to these guys, huh? Nope. If you have the poster with Miss Tenero, she explains that the movie is a comedy, action, horror, drama, thriller, yes, all at the same time. Is that possible? Alright. Do I need to be... No, I don't think I have things for logic yet. What could I... I already talked to him. No. What am I missing? What am I supposed to present? Present to the Virginia's menace? You present to the Virginian menace. To him or to Gumshoe? What? Present what? The cloth? Detective Gumshoe, this is... Oh, is that for me? Oh, you shouldn't have... I didn't give you a bloody cloth. Come on. But I'll gladly take anything you want to give to me. Hands off. This item is related to the case. Oh, so what about it did you want to ask me? Forget I asked, detective. Okay, so should I show it to that guy then? I can't talk to him though for some reason. Pause. T. What? Yeah, but I can't. Well, it's not letting me talk to LeBlanc again. Gumshoe, give me some space. Okay. There we go. What? T. Mr. LeBlanc, can you please take a look at this for me? Oh. It's a Borginian cloth. As I suspected, your hat is made of the same material, I suppose. Yes, of course. The fabric is so famous, orders come from all over the seas for more. Bloody cloth, updated in my organizer. World-famous export of Borginia. Its beautiful pattern has been soiled by blood. Then this is the cargo you were talking about earlier. No. My cargo this time is many gigantic. You, detective, when can I have my cargo moved? You can get your cargo back when we're done investigating, pal. The stubbornness of your police is no good. And it is no good that the attendant refuses to exit the attendance room too. That attendant, I wonder if he's talking about Miss Tenero. He definitely is. There was only 2 attendants on this flight, and one of them's upstairs. Was that it? Was that oh, maybe we can ask him about it now? Rhoda, there we go. What did you mean by that attendant, Mr. LeBlanc? She was taken into the attendance room for her interview. With who? And then they still have not come out. They make no sign of coming out either. I was finished with my own interview much earlier, quicker than her. Why is Miss Tenero's interview the only one that's taking up so much time? Oh, thank God you're here. Miles Edgeworth, you were given free rein to examine the plane, weren't you? Yes, I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Miss Tenero. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendants room. Before I do, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstances. I smell a little back and forth. Yes, I understand. You may have tricked those attendants with your sophisticated talking, but you can't pull the wool over my eyes, Miles Edgeworth. Here we go. Francisca's logic. Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here, in the very lounge the body was discovered. From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until the body was found. The only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect. The likeliest suspects, Francisca? Do you have a problem with that? No, but it's not like you to use such a vague wording. You're usually a bit more absolute. I'm simply trying to watch out for you. Well, that's not helping. You're not helping by accusing me. Or is my kindness too hard for you to comprehend? Thank you, but your leniency is unnecessary, for I will prove my innocence soon enough. If I want to continue my investigation, I'll have to break her line of logic fast. Don't you hate it when you want to get your brother convicted and he won't let you? Yeah. Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion.
Hold it!
Don't you think you're being a bit harsh by simply declaring me the culprit? I like my affairs to be simple and perfect. I'll show you the meaning of both when I finish this whole thing within 3 minutes. Hey, you say it like you're cooking a pack of instant noodles. Ow! I won't allow even 3 seconds of useless testimony to be uttered in my presence. I see she hasn't changed a bit. But I won't allow her to send me to prison so easily. The scene of the crime was here, in the very lounge the body was discovered.
Hold it!
So tell me, Francisca, do you know all there is to know about the crime scene? I know all that I need to know in order to arrest you, and nothing more. Are you saying there's more I need to know? Ugh! Why'd you whip me, sir? Sorry, Scruffy, my hand must have slipped. It would appear that Francisca doesn't have all the facts of the case yet. From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found.
Hold it!
What do you mean by seen? Please stop pretending like you don't know. It's insulting. Obviously, I'm talking about how Mr. Hicks was seen calling for an attendant at 5 a.m. And then, from the time after that call until the body was found. The only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth.
Hold it!
While it's true that I was in the lounge the whole time, that fact alone does not make me the criminal.
Objection!
We'll see about that at the conclusion of this investigation. However, there is one thing that even you must admit at this time. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect.
Hold it!
I don't think so. Under the circumstances, I suppose I can agree that I am the most likely suspect. But I believe in you, sir. I don't think you did it. Miss Von Karma's gotta believe that too. I mean, you two are like siblings. Ow! Quiet, Scruffy. Even if we are related by blood, there's no guarantee that he's not a criminal. Francisca. They're not related by blood, are they? I thought he was like adopted. Am I wrong on that? Do I have my Ace Attorney history wrong? Does she not know? I demand to see some proof that you are not the guilty party. The likeliest suspect, huh? What a roundabout euphemism. He's adopted, right? She said we're, not are. You just misread it? What's new? What are you doing, Sir Prosecutor? No! But it appeared that she doesn't know yet about the new evidence that we acquired and where we acquired it. I'll take care of the gaps in her logic one hole at a time. I hated that the way that was phrased. Okay, so I'm guessing we're gonna present the cloth. The bloodied cloth. Reading Who Has Time for It? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I think, the scene of the crime was here. It was not, though. Save, save, save! No one's seeing me save! I'm so good at this game, I never save. I think?
Hold it!
Shit! Don't mind me. Just confusing my G's and E's. E? I think it's this. Yes? Or this. Suitcase. To suitcase makes more sense, I think, because then it shows that the body was moved. Please, 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 please! Okay, I think I got it right. He's being a cocky little asshole. That's how you know you got it right. It would appear that you did not have all the information you needed after all. And what does that mean? I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. A piece that proves that the body was moved from a different location. The killer used this suitcase to move the victim's body, meaning that the real scene of the crime is not this lounge at all.
Objection!
Now who's the one rashly jumping to conclusions? Excuse me? All you did was find this piece of cloth inside the suitcase. That does not prove that the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose the suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth. I expected you would come to that conclusion. It would seem I can't escape that easily. You should know better than that. Avon Karma is perfect in every way. But did you know that the killer definitely wheeled a suitcase around at some point?
Objection!
As if there's proof of that. There is! Where's the proof that the suitcase was moved around? T. One day I'll get it.
Take that!
Wait, what did I just present? Oh, okay. I thought I hit the statue instead, or the piggy bank. The spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. Yes, and I'd like to draw your attention to this area here. Where is the evidence that proves that the killer dragged the suitcase through here? Right over here.
Take that!
The mark here, wouldn't you say that it looks suspiciously like tracks from two wheels? I suppose. Further, there's also grape juice residue on the wheels of the suitcase. This means that the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here. I suppose that means that the killer did move the victim's body from somewhere else. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
Objection!
Not so fast. This still doesn't put you in the clear, not by a long shot. Again. Francisca's Logic, Part 2. Really struggling with that T key, huh? Yeah, I don't think there was a T key in the last games, and so it's like something I'm not even considering here. What did we use in the original games, like tab or something else? I don't know. The T key is so far that I keep hitting E or Q instead, and those two are not the ones to use anymore. I think we used E in the last game. So yeah, I keep forgetting to hit T, and then that's why we keep going through it again. One sec, I just ended up moving my tabs around. Okay. Carry on. You prepared yourself and acquired that piggy bank before the plane hit that turbulence. And then you waited for the victim in the lounge where you beat him to death. Then, while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed into the suitcase, the plane hit that patch of turbulence and out flew the body from within the suitcase. No. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you had taken it from, and pretended to be the discoverer of the body. But it was closed. Not a bad bit of logic for something you thought of on the fly. Just what are you insinuating? That I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. No matter how strong of a face you put on, not even you can hide your fears from me. I'll expose the flaws in her logic in one fell swoop. Ba 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 ba. You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit the turbulence.
Hold it!
And how do you suppose I was able to take the piggy bank out of its display case? As I recall, the case was locked. That's easy. If the case was locked, you simply had to hit the glass, like this. Ow! You shattered my heart of glass! So she wants to talk about the in-flight shop and the Captain Ugo bank, does she? That takes care of how you obtain the murder weapon. But the glass fell outwards. And then you waited for the victim in the lounge where you beat him to death.
Hold it!
I thought there wasn't any of the victim's blood found in the lounge. I thought you'd say that. What, did you think I wouldn't have noticed? I think you found a way to cleverly hide the blood splatter in the lounge by accidentally spilling grape juice on top of it. Are you accusing of me tampering with the crime scene now? We'll see, won't we? The forensic scientists are hard at work on that as we speak. And what do you propose I did after that? Then, while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed into the suitcase...
Hold it!
So I put the victim's body into the suitcase, and then... Where was I headed, Francisca? That's pretty obvious. You were bringing it to first class where you could safely keep an eye on it. We're talking about this thing, you know. I'd hardly call it discreet or ordinary. Annoying brat. Well then, you were intending to leave it inside the elevator. But unfortunately for you, a wrench was thrown into your plans because... the plane hit that patch of turbulence and out flew the body from within the suitcase.
Hold it!
You've experienced turbulence on a flight before. Of course, many times. You get used to it after a while. The patch we hit was especially rough, and I passed out briefly, but only for a second. Good thing it was only for a sec, sir. It'd been bad if you had really blanked out. Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, blanking out is exactly what got me into this mess in the first place. That's enough of your idle chatter. I'm not through with you yet, Miles Edgeworth. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you had taken it from.
Hold it!
If I really were a criminal, do you think I would be so easily caught?
Objection!
You are certainly in the middle of being caught right now. I have to find a contradiction fast or I won't have much of my own hide left to save. I have to say, you are looking rather caught right now. And I'll tell you exactly what you did after that. You loitered around in the lounge. And pretended to be the discoverer of the body.
Hold it!
It's like you don't even know us, Francisca. I didn't pretend to be anything. I really was the first to discover the victim's body. I suppose that's true. So then you are yielding to my statements? Don't be foolish. I still insist that you are the killer, but... in that sense, you really were the first to discover the body to be dead. No matter what I say, she seems dead set on making me out to be the killer. Her logic is reasonably sound, and the large majority of it reflects the truth. But there's one point about it that is not quite right. Does it have to do with the glass being shattered? I think so. You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit the turbulence. And then you waited. Why would he have a reason? Like, there's no motive here. But pause. This was taken out of the display case in the in-flight shop after the turbulence. I guess we don't have any evidence of the glass, huh? So then maybe that's not what I'm supposed to be presenting here. Taken out of its display case in the in-flight shop after the turbulence. Protagonists don't need a motive, but it would help, wouldn't it? Used to transport the body, it was designed by Rhoda Gennaro. Am I right? Am I right? Okay, is this? I was looking for glass. I was looking for glass. Okay, I'll present it. I'll trust my gut. I like to make the game extra complicated, you know, by not trusting myself.
Objection!
Damn, imagine if I decide to keep going. The fact that you... Sorry, hold on. My hair is, like, tickling my nose. Had to fix my headset. The fact that you took this piece of evidence into account into your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared. Evidence and logic. Essential tools that those who would stand in a courtroom must learn to master. Thank you, that is. But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown into the mix? A fake? This Captain Ugo piggy bank is just such a fake. It is not the real murder weapon. What? The timing of when the piggy bank was taken from the shop is important, and it was taken after the turbulence had occurred. But then, what about the blood on the bank? What do you make of that? I assume it was added after the murder when the killer fabricated this weapon. Looking at it this way, the killer basically did 3 things after the turbulence. After exiting the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase to the shop and left it there. Then the killer proceeded to pick up the bank up off the floor and took it to fabricate a fake murder weapon by hitting the victim on the head. Oh shit, so he got smacked on the head after he was killed. For a second I thought they were gonna go like, and then they dipped the freaking bank in his bloody wound. Finally, the victim's wallet was planted on my personage, in my pocket to be precise. Everything was done so that I would be framed for the murder of Ackby Hicks. You there? Yes, ma'am. Other than this piggy bank, was anything else resembling a murder weapon found? We didn't find anything in this lounge or in the shop that could be used as one, ma'am. Most of the items that could have been used were broken during the turbulence, and the remaining items all tested negative for any trace of blood. I see. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it appears your stall tactics are at an end. But it is possible that it's just hidden somewhere, sir. In the cargo? Eek! If the criminal had wanted to hide the weapon in a safer place, I think the weapon would be hidden in the same place as that bloody cloth. Exactly what I was thinking. Because the cloth was hidden inside the suitcase, it signals to me that the killer had not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence. Which means that the real murder weapon is either still on the murderer's personage, or is still at the real crime scene.
Objection!
There is one more possibility, and that would be that the piggy bank is in fact the real weapon. But didn't we just... Let me finish. The killer took the bank out from the display case before the turbulence by opening the lock on the display case door. And it was at that time that the glass pane in the door was broken. I'd say that that's a perfectly reasonable line of reasoning, wouldn't you? Let's see. So that means the killer had the key to the display case. Francisca, the person you're talking about. Not so fast, I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin. She tricked the captain, and granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is the sin of lying. Speaking of which, I recall that you also wish to speak with her. Yes, very well, permission granted, but only if I can sit in on your interrogation. Do we understand each other? I have no intention of interrogating her.
And what's wrong with me?
But you are welcome to accompany me if you so wish. Miss Tenero is in the flight attendant's room. Let's move. I want Francisca Von Karma game in which you get innocent people convicted when the other protagonists are not watching. That'd actually be like a really funny, like, spin-off. Well, I guess this is also a spin-off game, but another spin-off game. Should we get him? No, please don't. I'll be so upset. I'll be like, oh my god, what's wrong with me? Oh my god, what a mess. I can only assume I know whose bed this is. Cammy, you are not wearing the outfit like this. Anyways. So you're the one that poked around inside this plane without the captain's permission. Deviating from your flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know. What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that? Miss Tenero. Mr. Edgeworth, you're here too? Why does she seem comforted by the fact we're here? don't like you, lady. Can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did? Alright. Captain's permission. Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that? Is it because Cammy would be upset if she saw us talking to the captain? I don't know. I'm just putting things out there. Because I didn't think I would be able to get his permission. What do you mean? The captain, he only has ears for Cammy. I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself. He definitely seems to be rather taken with Miss Meal. Yes, and on top of that, I had mistakenly accused Mr. Edgeworth of being the killer. I wanted to make amends. In that case, please allow me to thank you for what you did. Thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges. Really? You were able to prove your innocence? Oh, thank goodness. Miss Tenero, is it? There is one more thing I'd like to ask you. You were in the in-flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly. Yes, I was. And why were you there? Oh, Why the sudden hesitation? Francisca seems to have struck a nerve. All I did was go check up on the shop like I always do. You're saying it was for work then? Yes, I'm in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise. After your visit to the shop, you paid a visit to the room, or this room, correct? Yes, I came back to freshen up and adjust my makeup. I'm sorry, but there isn't much else to tell. Miss Tenero claims to have no reason other than duty to go to the shop. But is that all there is to it? Maybe I should ask her about that thing. What thing? The suitcase? Yes? God damn it, one day I'll get the tea right. If you could please take a look at this for me, Miss Tenero. Oh, that suitcase. Yes, about this suitcase. You are the one who designed it, correct? And I think I figured something else out about it, too. This suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it? There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there? Won't you please tell me more about this suitcase, this hideous suitcase that you designed? Yes, I was interested in seeing how the suitcases I had designed were selling. I know that as a service professional, I'm not supposed to care. But I really wanted to know. And I was glad to see glad to see that it was the last one there. Oh. But it wasn't. The last one there. So you're saying, Miss Tenero, that the suitcase in question was the last one? Yes, they're just so popular, they're practically flying off the shelves. Really? I wasn't expecting that. Objection? And not in my courtroom, thank you very much. Welcome back, Milk Enjoyer? I don't know what's Enjoyer. That's what we'll call you. Look at her twitching. Oh, thank you. They sell like hotcakes because she's just that goated. Don't give her that much credit, Cranial, please. The one in the shop is most definitely the last one. Are you sure about that? Well, we're currently looking at that suitcase. Really? Then I guess we've sold all of them. Thank you very much for taking that. I'm not taking that ugly thing with me. I didn't say I was about buying it. I didn't say anything about buying it. Then say you'll buy it. I'm sorry, I can't. But why? I think it'd go great with your complexion. Who's wearing a purse like that? I guarantee it personally as service professional. Well, that is, how should I put this? It's hideous. What? Maybe that was a bit too direct. Moving on, my issue with the suitcase isn't the design, it's the number of them remaining. Remaining? There were 2 suitcases in the in-flight shop when I investigated it, sorry. Blah, blah, blah. 2, but that's impossible. I'm sure there was only 1. Looks like her story has generated quite the contradiction. When I left the shop, I'm positive there was only 1 suitcase left. something is amiss here. What could be the meaning of this inconsistency? By the way, Miss Tenero. Oh wait, yeah, why is all this shit in here? Good question. What is one of the suitcases doing here? That's... I thought you said there was only one left. That one is, it's mine. I've used it for a very long time now. It's $1,200? For that fugly little thing? God damn. Miss Tenero, I'd appreciate if you wouldn't lie to me. Excuse me? I don't believe for even 1 second that you've used this for a very long time. The tags are on it, right? $1,200 plus inflation, plus taxes, plus extra fees for being in the air. The price tag. Oh, tea! Tea! There's another corpse inside. It smells. Tell me, Miss Tenero, is it also your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcase? What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about a suitcase? Despite having faith in her design sense, the sales numbers made her cry bitter tears. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. Miss Tenero, I think I understand. I know what you're trying to hide. Now then, the suitcase was originally in... Oh my god. The in-flight shop, right? She wanted to make it look like she sold one? Right? This is the part I always fuck up the most in this game. Seeing as how the price tag is still on the suitcase, one can only assume it was out on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought this suitcase was... you?
Take that!
There should be another to be continued coming up. I think so. I think it'd be a good place to end there. It was you, wasn't it, Miss Tenero? I hate to say it, but the suitcase that you designed, it hasn't sold very well, has it? It's okay! You're not a graphic designer! It's okay! You saw how poorly this design that you poured your heart into was selling, and were deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself. Isn't that right? Then the reason you went to the shop and came back here was... Oh my god, that's kind of embarrassing. I'm sorry. All I really have is my job. I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. I thought that maybe I'd finally accomplished something. But the suitcase didn't sell. It's because of the design, isn't it? All because it's, as you put it, hideous. I can't say they chose a great place in which to sell them either. We weren't selling a single one and they were just sitting there collecting dust. I felt so bad seeing them there day in and day out. So I decided to buy one for every flight I worked. How much money did she spend? It being $1,200. Yeah! You buy one every single time you work a flight? I see. So in order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well. Yes, and here is my receipt for that purchase. The receipt is clearly time-stamped 5:40 a.m. Suitcase receipt data jotted down in my organizer, bought in the in-flight shop and left in the attendance room. The timestamp says 5:40 a.m. The funny thing is Miss Gatekeeper is using her brain. I can use it sometimes, you know. There's like 2 brain cells in there that, like, you know, collide every once in a while, making a spark. I'll have you know. And selling a suitcase to people already on... Yeah, that's such a bad idea. Maybe, I don't know. I don't even think it's a good idea. No, well, if you're in an airport, maybe it's a good idea because, you know, people buy too much shit. They can't close their luggage and whatnot. So maybe that works. But on a flight? Like, what am I doing on a flight? No. The truth is, there's still a bunch of them left unsold. They're planning to scrap the remaining ones at the end of this flight. Okay, so let them be scrapped. Why are you wasting your money? Miss Tenero, where are these other suitcases? They should be down in the cargo hold. Oh, so now she's been cleared. She's cleared, so it's whoever was in the cargo hold, technically. I still have a strong feeling it's Mr. LeBlanc. maybe it's not him, but I don't know. His annoyance for cell phones is what's getting me. And his cell phone being missing, and then also him talking about how he trades stone statues and whatnot is the other part. And plus the guy, Mr. Hicks, took a picture with a stone statue. So I'm wondering if like something with that irritated him, like, oh my god, he doesn't know how to appreciate art, like he took a picture with the art. I don't know. I'm making up my own timeline for what I think happened, or my own motive for what I think happened. But the fact that the phone is missing is very sussy to me. I think he just doesn't like phones very much, and that was enough of a reason for Mr. LeBlanc to kill him. Allegedly. Then the suitcase the killer used could very well have come from the cargo hold. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think that the killer used one of my suitcases? Oh, he 100% did. Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases to move the victim's body. How could they? Those suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips. I really like LeBlanc. He's just an angry weirdo with no regard for anyone else or anything. Yeah, but that also makes him unlikable. For me, at least. That's all I ever wished for them to be. Miss Tenero, is there any other way to get to the cargo hold other than the elevator? The only other way is just through that door there. And what about security? That door has no special lock installed because just to enter this room, you need a special key card that only crew members have access to. Which means that the culprit is someone who can enter this room, eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects. I can't believe it. Yes, Francisca. Going on these wild goose chases, you're a disgrace to the Von Karma name. And what do you mean by that? The suitcase came from the cargo hold. That fact alone tells the whole story. Explain? Yes, which is why I said the culprit must be a crew member who used their key card. Miles Edgeworth. You're proposing that the killer rode the elevator from the cargo hold, correct? Yes, that's the only realistic possibility. That other attendant, Miss Meal. I asked her earlier, and she had this to say. Francisca got information out of Miss Meal? In order to make the elevator go down to the cargo hold, a different key card is required. A different one? Yes, and the only one who holds that particular card is you, Miss Rhoda Tenero, and only you. What? Is that true, Miss Tenero? Yes, I keep that key card in my locker at all times. Could you please show us that card right now? Yes, hold on. How does she get her hair like that? I don't believe it! Oh no, this is just like the last case with, what's her name? Maggie misplacing her keys. What's wrong? The key card, it's gone! Amazing. Very clever. Pretending that your card was stolen when in fact you're just trying to hide it from us. You've really thought this through. Wait, it's not like that! You can tell us all about what it's like down at the station. Officer, arrest this woman. Yes, ma'am. Mr. Edgeworth. Tap, tap. Tap, 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 tap. What's wrong? There's disbelief written all over your face. Francisca, I know that you're the lead investigator on this case, however... Hold it, don't even think about wasting any more of my time. You know the rules as well as I do. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this isn't a courtroom, the basic tenet still applies. I intend to investigate the cargo hold now. What will you do, Miles Edgeworth? I intend to do likewise. Oh, to be continued! A damsel in distress, Mr. Edgeworth? Ugh. Ugh. I don't know how I feel about her. She's giving me hot and cold on like what I feel and think. But with that, we will be wrapping up for today. How long did we go? Almost 4 hours. Seems like a good place to start. I feel like longer than this, I'm gonna have to stop in the middle of a chapter. And I don't want to do that. Ba 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 ba. Let me change over. Ah! Okay, maybe it's good timing. My stomach just started to hurt. Okay, let's scoot back to here. Done. Thanks for streaming. Of course, thanks for hanging out. Then is a full commitment. What I'm thinking of. Wait. Commitment's what I'm thinking of. What do you mean? What do you mean? You wouldn't get this from any other guy? Well, I missed most of it. I'll watch the VOD later. Thank you, Marluxia. Thank you, thank you. You can probably expect this to be a lot on the upcoming stream schedule. Next week, I'll try to get the Danganronpa in too. Okay, and if you knew, we were supposed to have a stream yesterday, and I canceled it because I was hanging over on Toki's channel because she's having her subathon. Or donathon. Subathon. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. I appreciate it. Give me your thoughts. So I don't know for sure yet. I'll update this in the Discord. I have made a waiting room on YouTube right now for the Boogeyman stream we were supposed to do yesterday, but that will depend on what my day is looking like on Sunday. So it's a tentative. I will let you guys know the day before if I do decide to do that stream. Yes, to make up for Thursday's blunder. Oh, stop Rick rolling in here. But yeah. Storm, thank you so much for this time. Thank you. Forgot to share this. Thanks for the stream and have a great evening, boss. Thanks so much, Storm. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to head out. I think I said everything. Oh, for the piece that Amaro mentioned earlier. I don't know if Amaro is here now, but if you weren't here in the beginning of the stream, I mentioned to anyone who had ordered merch. This merch. This should still work, I think. Yes. If you ordered any of the 2nd anniversary merch stuff, I will probably need phone numbers from everybody. I would really appreciate them if you can get them to me ASAP. So if you like go to like your buying history or purchase history, and then if there's like a thing to message about the order, I need phone numbers for to make the labels to send out to you guys. I just found this out last night when I was trying to print out labels. This is if you're ordering from the US. Yes, thank you, Dennis. If you're an American, if you are the buddy from the neighboring country of Canada, if you are from the United States, and you ordered anything, please try to get your number to me, or else I'm gonna have to like make up a number or something to send that shit over. As I said, I had one more thing I wanted to add into the package. This is like a little tiny thank you from me. It's very small. I probably can't even say it's just a tiny sticker I wanted to add in as a little freebie. So I'm supposed to get those in tomorrow, and then after that everything will be sealed in their envelopes, and they should be all out by Monday. I think they'll all have tracking. I believe. So I'll send out, if you have tracking numbers. If you got your order with tracking, you will receive a tracking number. If not, just keep a lookout in the mail. Yeah. Drat, America lets me down again. It's okay. It's not technically your fault. It's Etsy's fault because Etsy doesn't want to deal with America right now, so I can't print labels from Canada to Etsy. So I have to do a little manual labor on my end in terms of making the labels. But it's okay. It's okay. I have a business account, so it actually looks like it's gonna be cheaper for me to send them by making the labels myself. Maybe I should look into this more in the future. It's just easier to have Etsy do it because it basically takes all the information you gave already and makes a label instead of me having to take the information you gave me and make a new label, which makes me scared because now there's a step where I'm involved. And I'm stupid. Don't worry, guys. She just wants to see your mommy's credit card and the funny number. I didn't say that. I did not say that. I never said that. Okay. Anyways, if you're in the Discord, maybe stream on Sunday, possibly, or else it gets moved to our Tuesday stream slot. Yes. Other than that, I hope everyone has a great weekend. I'm gonna be busy finishing Actually, I already finished packaging the actual like merch stuff. I'll send it to the Discord later because I'm very proud of how I package everything. But now I'm realizing because of the sticker, I'm gonna have to open all those things up to put the sticker inside, which I'm like, oh, maybe I should have just saved to do that later. It's fine. That is life. You live and you learn, right? Who's around? Let me see. How about we... Let's raid out to Flory. Oh no, hold on. Oh my god, no way. Hale's streaming. Let's raid out to Hale today. I have not seen Hale stream in so long. Alright, we're starting to raid to Hale. Guys, if you don't know Hale, she's super cute. I love Hale so much. I haven't seen her stream in a while, but I hang out with her so much offline. We play a lot of Twisted Wonderland together. It's a good time. It's a good time. Jacob? I did not see Jacob live. It's okay. We're gonna go out to Hale for today. But if you're going over to Hale's channel, please be sure to reach out. Rule. She's super sweet. We love Hale so much. If you hurt her, I will kick your ass.
Bro.
Good night, Zara. Thank you. All right, gonna send you guys up to her. Have a good night. I'll see you guys maybe on Sunday if I say so on Saturday. Good